And with that, the Auroraverse returned, all to see one man, one dungeon master, and many players cause the most chaos possible across the lands. His name, Sensei Suplex. Hello everybody, welcome to the stream today. My name is Sensei Suplex, and today we have the likes of Voden Fables, the likes of the West Marches or Adventurers League style game for the masses. Hope you guys are ready for an awesome and epic stream as we have tons of chaos, tons of charm, tons of carnage, and tons of bullshittery. So that being said, a couple of announcements for today before we get started with everything. First things first, it is the last stream for Sensei Suplex for the likes of September. So if you haven't done so already, and I don't know why the fuck you haven't, no, I'm kidding. But if you haven't done so already, check to see if you have any Twitch Prime subs and use it now because, well, one, Prime subs are also free and it helps me basically support the channel and support everything that we do. But also, go to check and see if you feel like supporting everything that we do in the West Marches sort of game, the Project Aurora community, as it all goes back into the channel and all helps out with the likes of just basically making the game better and making the production better. We're actually only 4 more subs away from hitting 100 subs for this month. So hey, if you feel like supporting, now is the best time to do it. Maybe you'll be the 100th sub. Okay, Nova just said fuck you and your gifted sub. All right, Nova just coming. I'm gonna yell at her when I get back. Well, all right, well, okay, fuck my goal, I guess. Cool. You know, someone scream at Nova for me. Hold on, I'm gonna unmute. Nova. Nova. No, Nova.
I clicked on it right before you said 4 away.
No goal. Sadly, there's no goal anymore. Nova fucking ruined it all. God damn.
It's not my fault. I was 4 away from 50.
I'm ending stream. I'm ending stream.
Okay.
I'm rating into me.
Oh, damn it, Nova. Well, it was nice seeing everybody today. Well, this was a good campaign. See you next time.
Yeah, no, really great.
All right,
Wait,
well,
no, there's still a follower goal. I can't force that one.
Yep,
Roll the credits.
There's still a follower goal. So hey, we only need about 8 more followers before we actually hit 2,300 and 3,000. Wait, 202 words. You see the fucking number, whatever. You know what I mean.
Please follow, please. We're begging you.
All right. Anywho, so a couple of things. One, Devlin said that they will be late. They had a meeting going on, and it's just taking a little bit longer. I haven't heard from Limbit yet. So, in the case that Limbit does not show up, if any one of you guys are in chat and you want to play some Voden Fables, and you already have like your character and all that stuff set up, then I will pull you in via the Keeper and we'll go from there. That way everything is still balanced for 6 players and all that stuff, and we don't have to balance stuff on the fly. I'm already good to go. So, yeah, just basically keep that in mind. And yeah, Lyria's in chat, appreciate that. I don't know if also N is in chat. Maybe they are, maybe they aren't. Who knows? But yeah, get to play a game and have a bunch of fun. All right, everybody.
Yeah.
So, everyone, are you ready for the likes of a grand time?
Sure. Yeah.
Are you sure? You did not seem convinced.
Hold on. I have to. Yeah, ready for a sick adventure. Yeah, I'm ready.
Okay.
Carry you if you need.
If that is the case, then, oh god. Here's what I need you guys to do. It's just one simple thing. It's the thing I always ask of you. It's just to simply gather around the table and let me tell you all a Voden fable. Gather around for the tale of adventurers. For this, my friends, is a tale to forge one's legend among a looming corruption. For this is the tale of an island's bounty. Strangers from vast worlds again have been dropped into this strange unknown realm. A land built upon an ancient and forgotten world, shrouded in mysteries, as these lands are more than dangerous and are only growing worse with time. Trees are falling, buildings are collapsing, as well as the likes of the entire lands being tainted by this astral force. This is Voden. A strange and untamed place no matter the region, as is it a realm that is made up of chaos, creation, and destruction. However, our adventures have taken place so far in the luscious valleys, but now they begin in a realm consisting of vast deserts and mesas that would test anyone in normal conditions, if only they were normal. But where there are the most trials and tribulations, often there are the most treasures. With dangerous threats apparent throughout the day, there is one that looms from within. Consisting of wild desert storms and other legendary monstrosities, those who survive the Forbidden Expanse will be labeled as legends. With that, we look over as our story, however, it starts small. Beginning in a humble oasis village ran by powerful and legendary heroes known as the Kindred Spirits. Defenders of the land, they watch over their own and treat them like family, forming alliances that blossom into friendship and trust. But turn on them, and you'd face the wrath of nature, the divine, and the devils all at once. Forging their way in this unknown world, they earn the respect of the populace, recruiting them and providing a safe haven for them. Forging alliances with the surrounding water elementals and yokai, and decimating nearby bandits that seek to harm their family. Eventually, these heroes would rise up the ranks as the joint rulers of the oasis. Despite this journey, though, only several months ago they were too just simple survivors and adventurers like yourselves. Now, with that, as you all look over, you hear a familiar construction of various buildings and more. You see as builder spirits alike all work together in unison to tend to their daily tasks and more. As this is said, you look over and you see as there are a multitude of buildings similar to the likes of the Mushroom Kingdom. Looking about, the sands begin to pick up and slam into this desert town, this desert city, as multiple individuals of varying shapes and size begin to make their mark in their own right, either by selling, either by working, or either by watching the area from above or below. You pass the likes of the towers, and eventually, what you would see is that there is, or being managed and constructed, there is a massive sort of arena of the sorts that seems to be, how you say, used, bloody, but also functional more than anything. Looking about, the Keeper, a familiar individual to you all, as they don the likes of their red cloak, begins to look over and begins to summon each and every one of these shadows to do their part, as the rest of the civilians do as on their own. As they prepare for their adventure, you look over to see exactly who will be the first individual to leave their mark on the Forbidden Expanse. With that, my friends, we're going to look over, and all right, we're going to roll a d6. Who is going to be the lucky, dreadful individual that is going to have to introduce themselves first? All right, this is going to be a d6. That's a 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Huh. Funny enough. Yeah, let's just bring the whole crew. All right. We start with 2 individuals for this one. We look over, and it seems to be that they are readying themselves for a new journey, a new adventure. We look over, we begin to summon the likes of the Changeling Sorcerer themselves, as well as the Kitsune Yokai Warden along with them, beginning to arrive back after a massive battle. We look over towards Devlin, and the likes of Resnick. So, if you could please introduce your characters once more, or what are your 2 characters more so doing?
I think since Devlin and Resnick are acquainted now, they'd probably be conversing. Definitely Definitely
talking
probably
about
discussing the next mission, the next part of the mission.
and then the
Yeah.
crazy shit that they just went through.
Oh god.
As the scene pans to us, Devlin is a little changed by the events of the last mission, where he was once very, very jolly and kind of eccentric. Now he appears to be a little more disheveled, and he says to Resnick, "So Resnick, barely made it out, skin of our teeth. If the future holds anything close to what we just went through, I don't know if we're gonna make it, man."
I don't know how we're gonna get out of that situation. Just we need to get in, get out as fast as possible at that rate, and hopefully not die from, well, one, the enemy, or two, the surroundings.
Absolutely.
As this is sort of said, you look over, and as you get a hold of your surroundings, seeing exactly what they are, there's definitely a vast town, but a vast individual behind you, keeper of the sorts, but with a different mask, a different posture, different exterior, and more. They begin to unfurl their cloak, and eventually you'll see as a little small water yokai, befriended by the likes of Resnick, begins to walk out. And as they do, they kind of squish amongst the ground, amongst the sands and such. Eventually you'll see as the keeper speaks, and this is what they say. Seems to be that I haven't gotten the pleasure of meeting any of you. You might have met my sister of the Keeper sect, Keeper Raya. Well, let me introduce myself. I am Keeper Camino. I am the keeper of specifically the Forbidden Expanse. The more you work here, the more we'll get acquainted, so I hope that this will be fruitful for both of us.
Well, Camino, just like Raya, I'm charmed to make your acquaintance. It's a pleasure.
Pleasure's all ours.
Seems to be that your quest will be held inside here. That Dragonborn individual, a powerful one, they will escort you in. Meet up with them for now.
Alrighty.
With that, you'll see as a Dragonborn individual begins to look over, and they kind of flag you down. They're dressed in, you guys move your tokens if you wish, but they kind of are dressed in noble-esque attire, but it's definitely sort of, you guys know, like in a zombie apocalypse movie where it's that one individual, there's always at least one, they're dressed up in a suit and tie despite it being the zombie apocalypse, and they just refuse to change aesthetics and more, despite it being really the end of the world. Yeah, this is that guy. Like, they are, it's dusty, it's ripped, it's bloody and more, but they still appreciate the aesthetic and design too much to the point where they will not change it or clean it. As they look over towards you, Devlin, you approach over towards them. Resnick, do you as well?
I do. I'm refreshing real quick because it didn't want to load the token.
Oh, I got you. I can help you out. In the meantime, you'll see as the individual will look over and say, "Oh, splendid! Wonderful. It seems to be that the thing or the Spirits Guild Hall worked. You are unfamiliar individuals, but you are here for a quest, an individual quest specifically known as Island's Bounty. Is that is correct, right?"
Yeah, that
Correct.
sounds about right.
Oh, perfect. I am Ex-Inquisitor P. Spine Snap. Please do not ask the first name. It is wonderful to meet your acquaintance. I am so excited for today.
Quite the snazzy dresser, ain't you? Think I have a bit of myself. I like that.
It seems to be that you are as well. I definitely do take pride in the likes of my appearance, but vast, there hasn't been really, how you say, much of a means of repairing much, for lack of a better term, threads. I'm more of an engineer, I'm not a tailor. But it is functional, so I cannot complain with that.
Well, remind me, whenever we get done with this, I'll give you my tailor's name.
That would be wonderful. Speaking of which, well, actually, here, I will be, no need to introduce yourselves just yet. We're waiting on a couple of other individuals. You can introduce yourselves when the likes of a good friend of mine, Zael Zanakis. They will be the individual providing the details. So, with that, excuse me, I am so sorry. Cornelius, could you please show manners and show a bit of respect? And you'll see as behind them, there is a massive sort of construct, an automaton with a top hat dressed to the nines and more, made out of copper and steel behind them. You'll see as they begin to wave, they tip the top hat and they actually speak as their eyes glow red. Cornelius, reporting for duty. My apologies for my rudeness. Hello, adventurers. Are you ready to kill, survive, adventure today?
Well, Resnick, are we?
I believe we are.
Oh. Working a little bit more of the kinks. It's a lot of sand building up amongst their gears, but regardless here. Take a seat for a bit, or if you want, you can climb into the, or down here. I will join you in just one moment. I'm just wanting to make sure to flag down everyone else.
Very well.
That, as you both begin to climb down into the likes of the ladder and more, you see as there is torches, though they're not necessarily on the map, but there are torches kind of lighting up these several pillars and more. Bits of blood on the likes of this makeshift arena. But look above, and no one's there yet, from what you can see. But I assume you all wait, and if you do, all right, let's look over towards the next individual. All right, two. All right, that is going to be the likes of. It's going to be actually Dara. So, Christian, if you could please introduce yourself. And then describe what your character looks like as you make your way into the Auroraverse.
Alrighty. See, my name's Christian. It's my first game in general playing in the Auroraverse. I'm excited to be here. Excited to play. Let's see, as far as Dara is concerned, he's an Oculi Infernal Heritage Sorcerer. About 6 feet tall, dark skin. Gold gilded horns, highly obsessed with food, right down to even his first feet being the chef feet. And most of his magic will more or less come out of his mouth. And that's all I got.
All right, awesome stuff. With that, you look over and eventually you see as this individual, though masked and a little bit strange in nature, especially with the sort of smile placed upon it. They look over towards you, and you know them well, Dara. You know this individual to be the one who provided you this quest and the information regarding said quest today. You know this individual to be Keeper Camino, but they look over towards you. They silently greet you in a nod before getting ready to conjure an arcane spell. They seem to be summoning forth more individuals. With that, Dara, what would you say or do? Would you say anything to this individual, or would you continue on with the rest of the others?
I'd look at the keeper and just look him up and down. I'm like, I don't know, it's this weirdo again. What's up?
Let's see as they look over towards you, and they let out a little bit of a chuckle, and they'll say, hello. I am simply just gathering a couple of more souls and such. It seems to be there's a little bit of a mishap, but it is fine. We have a couple of other arrangements. I will be gathering the likes of your fellow adventurers for this task, this grand quest. Now, the question is, are you ready for such a thing?
Well, as long as I can get something good to eat out of it, I'm doing anything. It doesn't really matter.
Well, maybe you can't necessarily get something good to eat from me, but I believe if you ask the likes of Mr. Xanakis or a good friend, Zale, I'm sure that you will be able to find something to your liking.
Well, that sounds fine by me.
With that, you'll see as the Dragonborn individual begins to kind of wave over and just sort of flag you down, kind of for telling you to approach them for a bit. They seem to definitely at least notice you and what you're sort of about before definitely looking inquisitively more than anything.
Well, that's my cue. I'm being called.
That you can move your token, and also if you ever have any questions about Foundry or anything like that, feel free to ask at any point and I will be sure to answer it. So,
Thank you kindly.
that you look over and you see as the Dragonborn individual begins to notice your form, they'll begin to do a gracious bow, a formal or formality, before they look over towards you. Ah, yes. Hello. I am Ex-Inquisitor Peace Spinesnap. Do not ask the first name. Hello, my friend. I see that you are here from the likes of the Keeper's Realm. You are here for the Spirits Guildhall quest and all that stuff, correct?
Yeah, but aren't you dressed a little snazzy to be an adventurer?
Well, I'm an adventurer not necessarily because I wanted to, more so because I had to. And I am dressed a bit snazzy, as they say, but I didn't really get a choice on my appearance before I was taken to this strange place.
Ah, you got dragged out of your bed.
To
It
say
happens
the
to us all
least.
at least once.
Yes. You yourself, you seem to be... It's a lot of individuals, you and I believe the one they call Devlin. You both are dressed to the nines. Even the likes of Resnick, they're dressed fairly well, but you two specifically, really going above and beyond.
These are my PJs.
I kind of like look at you like, wait, what? I see. Are you royalty, perhaps, or am I mistaken?
No, I just really like nice things.
Fair enough, fair enough. There's no no shame in that at all. I will say, and I will hopefully have a bit of time to explain it to all of you, if you are looking for any nice sort of things, such as things to enhance the likes of your weaponry, your defensive capabilities, or even a bit of magical items that you may be looking to secure for yourself, I am the individual you would want to go for. Even if you're looking to change up a little bit of your form, more so physically, and replace it with a bit of chrome or steel, as they like to say.
I might go to you for that a little later. A chrome hand does sound nice and a lot more durable.
That it is, and it is fashionable. I've been talking with Miss Phoebe about that, but she's been a little bit distant from me lately. It would work itself out.
Lover's fat.
Oh, no. Oh, absolutely not. Oh, heavens no. But, yeah, she just seems to be kind of going off about herself.
We'll bring back shiny things. That always works.
We'll see. With that, Dara, as you are sort of talking to Ex-Inquisitor Peace Spinesnap, don't ask the first name, you look over and there seems to be another individual beginning to join in. However, it is not one, it is not two, but it is 3 individuals joining this time. 3 individuals, all returning from a grand quest. From fighting a moose, to either fighting the likes of the Ops in the Zhao Dynasty, to return the likes of Katarina, Herbert Wells, and even a new individual joining this crew, Lyria. As I drag Lyria's token over here, as you three begin to emerge and appear, what is it that you say and or do?
I feel like I'm not supposed to be here. Apologies, what were you going to say?
Oh, no, Katerina was just gonna look down to her, but you're still so small. Hi.
So small! An object permanence! You moron!
I
Of course
know
I'm
where
still
you
small,
are.
and you're still so large. Good work!
Exactly.
Bah!
Lyria, you're here too.
Yes, I feel like I wasn't supposed to be here, but I'm here now, so let's go with it. But the
That
situation.
works for me.
Well, you actually weren't, and you see as the keeper will begin to look over towards you. Hello, I am Keeper Camino. Yes, you are here. Well, I wouldn't call it by accident, but I also wouldn't call it by fate. I more so summoned you here. I noticed that your soul was a little bit more active than the others and such, so I figured, well, here. Might as well grab them along for the adventure. You seem to be a very happy-go-lucky individual based off of your file and such. I hope this won't be too much of a inconvenience for you.
It's definitely not. I love hanging and sea adventures. This is a really new place to us. It's just like there's like a 360 in the same spot. Like, I love this. This looks amazing.
Well, please keep that happy-go-lucky exterior because it probably won't survive the likes of this place for too long. We need more people like you.
Wait,
That's
we
very
have
nice
files.
of you.
Say that one more time.
We have files. So like, what? I'm sorry, processing that.
Oh, don't worry. The more you think about it, the worse it gets. So just don't think about it, is what they always say.
You know what? Turn the brain off. Good idea.
Mhm,
Yeah.
mhm.
Just do it all the time.
And
It's
with
actually
that,
fun at some point.
you'll see as
Lyria.
you just kind of hear an individual, hup, 2, 3, 4, hup, 2, 3, 4, hup. Reporting for duty, Herbert, well, sir. And you see as they begin to look over at you and salute, as you see one of the builder spirits actually begins to arrive towards you, Herbert.
Ugh.
Seriously, want one of them.
You'll see as the individual begins to, wait, what? Is there something wrong with my appearance? You see as it's greasy, has oil, has freaking dirt, sand, and debris on them. What?
The literal definition of filth, I see! What do you want?
I was just here to sort of say that you got this, and and just give you a little bit of a inspiring pat on the back.
If you touch me, you die.
Robert, can I, real quick, just like use prestidigitation to clean up the spirits so we can pat Herbert on the back?
You'll see as you can cast prestidigitation. You see as all, oh god, it's disgusting. It's just like all the filth, the grime, it just begins to collect and just splashes onto the ground. But their form is squeaky clean. I can't say the same for what's below them. All the trash and filth.
I think I'm gonna be sick.
Well, if I can't touch you, can I hug you?
That exceeds the definition of touching!
And I
We'll take a simple good go. I'll take a simple word of encouragement.
They just rush over and try to hug you. Do you stop them?
No, we'll let that happen.
You see it, they just rush over and they just give you a big old squeeze. And as soon as this happens, they look over as they're just expecting to kind of die before they explode out in a bit of water. And as they do, you feel refreshed, but you hate it. You freaking hate all of it. Herbert, you do get inspiration from chat.
I missed a good cup of tea for this?
You'll get your
Another
key.
one of these blasted adventures! He's just rambling on and, being upset.
It's fine. They're adorable.
Adorable!
They are. They're just like you.
More like sickening. And I am not adorable! I am handsome and debonair!
Adorable is what it is. But regardless.
Adorable. Blah. Can we get on with this? I just want to go back home.
Of course.
You'll see as this begins to happen. Oh, wait, hold on. Lyria, wait, hold on. They showed up. Hold on. I got this. Here, come here.
Oh, the other player? Okay.
Yeah, well, wait, player, what the fuck does that mean?
I don't know.
Alright, well, okay, come here. I'll tell you what,
The universe.
I'll make sure to sort of tell Zill you said hi and all that stuff, but hey, you coming with me?
Okay, lucky.
Seriously? Aw.
It's fine.
Yeah.
You guys get to have fun. Just don't you dare to die.
Having fun. Yeah.
Yeah.
Others will have fun.
We're not gonna have fun. You're gonna
Yes,
have
we
fun.
are. Yes, I am.
There's no we.
Not with
Before-
that attitude.
Before Lyra gets close to the guy, we're just gonna like pat Herbert on the head and then pat like side of Katarina and then say, "I'll see you guys later then."
Yeah.
With that, as this begins to happen, you'll see as Lyria begins to step out or step into the likes of the Keeper's Cloak, and another individual will begin to step out, taking their place.
Bye bye.
And with that, Larissa, aka Limbit, if you could please introduce yourself and then describe what your character looks like.
Hi, I'm Limbit. Here to have fun. I need a Foundry link.
Oh, it's the same one as just usual.
Oh, it's the
Yeah, all the way, always the same one. I don't ever try to use multiple because it just confuses everybody if I did. Yeah. Also, let me make sure you got your stuff. Yep, you should be all good to go. In the meantime, essentially, as you awaken or begin to step out of the Keeper's Cloak, you look over and you can see this dragon or Gym Dragonborn individual as well as this tiny axolotl. But while this is sort of happening and you're loading on in, Limbit, if you could describe what your character kind of looks like as they emerge from the Keeper's Cloak.
the character who emerges has long black hair, what seems to be thick armor, but it heavily damaged from what seems to be many battles. There's a constant golden halo floating above their head for some unknown reason. And they cover most of their face with some kind of cloth for some reason as well.
As this begins to happen, this is the individual you would see. So, Larissa, as you begin to emerge from the Keeper's Cloak and more, you look over and you see as these two other individuals, one larger than yourself, another one significantly smaller. Larissa, what would you say and or do?
Good to zoom in.
Oh yeah, I can ping you over here.
Oh my god, I'm tiny.
We
I'd
are.
approach and just wave.
As
Yep,
you-
great. Yeah, cool. Yep, hello. Greetings.
Hi.
All that.
Hello, small one.
Small one.
There it is.
Yay.
Oh wow, let's all pick on the small one, why don't we? Ha!
Herbert.
Yeah, he walks on.
As you do, or you kind of storm off immediately. Larissa, you have no idea what just happened, but they definitely seem to be a lovable individual. It's just
No.
swell. You look over and you see as the dark-skinned Dragonborn begins to kind of look over at Herbert as they walk off. What would you either you say and or do?
That
Is
the
it-
usual?
I apologize for Herbert. I've only met him like one other time, and he nearly died in front of me. But this seems to be normal.
I understand. And with the cold silence, she'll just continue walking.
Oh, another not talker. Oh. I'll start moving my way over as well.
Easy enough. As you
An
do.
attention snap to the dragonborn.
Easy enough. As you do, you'll see as an ex-inquisitor, the spine snap is kind of looking, and they see as they're kind of like, as everybody's sort of approaching, they'll begin to, like while walking and talking, they'll begin to join the likes of Devlin down below. You'll see as the massive automaton will just jump down and begins to land into the likes of the arena and more. Hello, adventurers. I'm glad and it's my pleasure to be able to meet each and every one of you. Here, we can all just sort of reside down here for the time being. We will be getting started in just one moment. Hello, hello. Oh, goodness, such interesting individuals that have came here. My word. This is probably the most I've ever talked to anybody in this campaign. No, I'm kidding. Jokes aside, they'll look over and... you all, I assume all of you are here for the likes of this quest, correct? You all should know relatively what to do, but don't worry, that's perfectly fine if you still have questions. We have another individual that will be able to explain a couple of things in a little bit more detail. For those of you who don't know, I am Ex-Inquisitor P. Spinesnap, don't ask the first name, and as soon as you say or hear that, Limbit, visions, memories begin to start pouring through your brain for a moment. You feel a familiarity to this individual. You're not sure why. Ex-Inquisitor P. Spinesnap, don't ask the first name. Ex-Inquisitor P. Spinesnap, don't ask the first name. You hear that name or that phrase over and over and over and over repeating itself in the likes of to your form. But with that, you look over. Here, hold on. There is something. There's something. Cornelius, can you help out Dara over there? And also here. Oh my goodness, Dragonborn. Ah, such a lovely, lovely crew. I can already tell. This is going to be a grand adventure.
You look very intriguing yourself. And that mechanical one behind you. Are they? They look golden.
Golden, more so copper and steel, but gold is, it's polished at most. It does give off that little bit of aesthetic.
Very lovely.
Thank
So
you.
entertaining.
You'll see as Cornelius will kind of look over and they'll kind of tip their hat and then do a little bit of a gracious bow. It's very much robotic and you can hear the gears sort of turning as they do. Question, perhaps. You are Dragonborn. Are you from here, or are you from the likes of Tahiri, specifically Atolan at all?
I'm not sure where that is.
Oh, that is perfectly fine. You might be an individual. You might be an individual from another planet or plane, or possibly even from the likes of. Maybe one having a bit of amnesia, but that is quite all right. It will be okay. So, everyone, if you could please, I'm getting word that they are ready to go and such. If you could please, all just step down here with me, and I will go grab the likes of, or send another message through my sending stone towards them. Not when I mean sending stone, I mean just simply screaming and yelling.
Understandable. Resnick, you're here too.
Oh. Hello again.
Hi.
How have you been since our last meeting?
Been well. Herbert's entertaining as usual. A bit upset.
I could hear him down from here.
Yeah. I think I called him small too many times.
I can hear you.
I am
No,
aware,
it's happened again.
Herbert.
Yeah.
Good to see you as well, Herbert.
Yeah. Good to see you and all that. Familiar faces, thank goodness.
Small one, but big attitude.
Ha ha ha.
He is quite the attitude. Not a terrible one.
Oh,
yeah,
ew!
David.
You see his he just sort of walks over. You hear the little squishy sounds as they begin to walk, and they look over to you, Herbert.
Ugh. What is this foul beast?
Hey, you be nice to him.
Away with its tway!
Darius is
Words at
kinda-
this point, Herbert.
What?
Darius just looking at the small creature.
You'll see as it begins to just sort of speak out and say, does anybody here speak Primordial?
Don't
I actually think I took that language. I think I did.
Or do you
Oh.
check languages again?
So if you double click on your character, your character sheet will open up. And if you look to your left, it'll show your languages. You common Celestial, you common Infernal. Dara, you don't understand them. Katarina, do you?
I do.
You do? Okay, so Herbert
I only know
understands them.
Celestial and Common.
Yeah, so yeah, only people who would understand them is Resnick and Herbert. You'll see as they begin to look over towards you and they just say, hi. You
He-
have funny bow tie.
I officially hate this thing.
Aw.
Is it edible?
Don't eat him.
Aw.
Eat him.
Can he fight?
Yes, he can fight.
Good.
Can he fly?
No, he can't fly.
If you throw him hard enough, he can. Just an idea.
Herbert, do not throw.
Is your name stupid? They're gonna look over at Herbert.
Is your name Primordial Homunculus? Yeah, thought so. Yeah, great. You're clever. You're so clever. Resnick, please get this thing away from me.
All
I
right,
don't
come
think
on
they
now.
understand.
No, he's just being kind of grumpy right now.
Okay.
Where are all my spells?
They'll kind of just walk over, squish, 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 and they begin to sit
Squish.
down. Oh, wait, hold on. Let me fix that. Shut the fuck up, Fable. You're not here. Alright, alright. Oh, sorry, my bad. The bot decided to start playing shit again. Won't happen again. Alright. So, as you look over, one by one, just to make sure, Devlin, is there anything specific you are saying or doing right now?
So when Dara hopped down, Devin looks at Dara, and he, for a second, he winces, and he's like, "Bedlam, no!" And he kind of holds his face. Resnick, you would see, kind of like you saw in the valley, that the black curse marks start to kind of form up his arm for a split second, and he looks toward Dara, and in Infernal, he says, "I welcome you, fellow sorcerer."
Dara, you are able to hear and understand the likes of Devlin as they speak a common tongue.
And Dara just kind of looks at him and it's just like, "Oh, cool. You're like me. Do I know you?"
In Infernal, he says, "No, but like recognizes like."
"Oh, cool. You got anything to eat?"
He looks around. Don't think so. And then he kind of turns back away, kind of snaps out of it, and just goes back to rolling the coin in his hand.
As you do. And you look over, and with that, ex-Inquisitor P. Spinesnap will look over towards you all and say, "All right, well, enough dilly-dally, let us get this quest going on. Here, let me call for the likes of the individual." You'll see as they begin to sort of go, and they begin to cast Thaumaturgy. Zale, get the fuck out here now! Please, they're waiting on you. He'll be out here shortly. And with that, as you begin to look over, you see as an individual begins to emerge, but I don't need to roleplay them because they're an actual player and they're an actual character. Max Fish, if you could please join into the likes of chat and be today's quest giver for Voden Fables. All right, they are joining in just 1 second. There they are. The man, the myth, the legend.
Indeed.
So, as this is sort of there it is. As this is said and done, all right, Max, take it away. How does your character begin to emerge and arrive?
Oh boy, I've been waiting for this. I've been planning.
Oh no.
As you would all just look up on this single bench right here that I just pinged, two little flames would flicker and a single glowing red eye just looks down, and he just gives a smirk that you can see within the shadows. And as he slowly stands up, he just does a finger gun and just does a triple backflip down into the arena. And as soon as he hits the arena floor, just flame spurts just appear behind him as he does a pose covering his face, only the red eye looking. He's like, well, it seems who I've requested is here. That's good. Hi, Spine Snap.
Hello, Zale. You and the theatrics and such. Oh my goodness.
I have to make the best impression.
Oh,
Besides, they'll never forget this now.
fair enough. Oh, also, what'd you ever do with the likes of the statues?
Oh, they're behind me.
Oh, what?
Oh yeah. And as the flame jets just dissipate, you see two big golden lines just appear beside him as they're just kind of curling up beneath him.
Oh.
So I assume you're here for the quest thing that I put out.
I assume.
I did assume so.
Why else would we be here?
I don't know.
I'm
That is-
actually
You answer
here-
that to me.
I'm actually here to kill things.
Quest out.
Anyways, so
Yep.
you're here to go climb an exploding island. By the way, I didn't really think anyone would take that, honestly. But you know, here we are. So, you know what to do. What are your names, actually, before I start with all the boring things?
No one's
Herbert.
gonna talk.
No! I'm gonna. Let me go first.
Oh my god.
Sure, Herbert, you can go first.
I'm gonna go first. Herbert steps out and he fixes his jacket, like the lapel, and flushes the back of his tailcoat out. I am Herbert Wells!
Could you say that louder? I didn't quite hear that.
Louder!
Yep.
I am Herbert Wells!
That's better.
Blood hunter,
Okay.
writer, organ player.
Oh my god.
Organ donor? What?
On occasion.
Oh. That's nice. Okay, next, I think. Oh god.
Katarina Crystalbane, the Storm Dragon, at your intrigue.
Okay, cool. I like it. Very cool. You, person next to her.
I'm Resnick, so-called Yokai Warden.
That's cool. Don't know what that is, but you know, cool title. Is it? Did you give it to yourself, or did someone give it to you?
Kind of both, and he's just gonna push you forward a little bit. Like, I found him, and we rolled with it.
Oh, cool. That's nice. I don't really know what that is, but you know, they got eyes. They got eyes like me.
Eyes for days.
Yeah. Okay.
Hey, you don't understand them. Just like
Oh,
Nuda,
great.
you still don't.
I do.
He'll snap two finger guns at whatever that is. I don't even know what that is. I really don't. What
Bag
is
of
that?
flesh.
So, I don't even know, and I'm the creature. I'm the person that fucking made the creature.
It's actually foul.
That's nice.
Adorable.
No.
It is adorable.
Okay, you, lady with the golden hoop on her head. That's nice. What's your name?
Larissa the War Chosen.
Is that full name? Larissa the Watchers?
Whatever you want to call.
Sure, Larissa the Watchers. Okay, that's great. You, person who's dressed really nicely, by the way. I like it.
Nicely.
Yeah.
Devlin, name's Devlin Silverdown, Lady Luck's favorite son.
Ooh. Okay, that's nice. And you, horned individual, kind of like me in the back. What's your name?
Dara. My name is Dara.
Pleasure. Okay, so we all know why we're here, right? Unless you have any questions. Oh,
None
boy.
at all. Just take me to the things where I can get the food out of them.
Oh, we have plenty of food. Don't worry, don't worry.
What to do with found prisoners of war?
What? No. Anyways.
So no survivors?
I don't know what you're talking about, Larissa the Watchers, but there are no prisoners of war. Oh my. No. Any other questions that are relevant right now?
When do we leave?
That sounds important.
Oh, it's kind of. You're all excited, so excited to go on this adventure, but I gotta kind of technically give you the details so you don't die. That wouldn't look good on my card. So,
What specifically are we looking for?
Okay, so you're going to explore to floating islands that were owned by the Yasura. I don't know if you heard of them. They're really cool people. I'm one of them in particular. But anyways, you're going to those floating islands and you're just trying to find, cool, you're trying to find materials, soul coins. Do you know what soul coins are?
No, please explain them in great detail.
I won't do that. I'll show you this instead. I'll take out a soul coin. This
That
is what
also-
a soul coin is.
That
Mm-hmm.
that explains
No,
everything.
no.
Yep. Great.
Yep.
A coin that looks like that. Got it.
I will also pull one out from my back pocket.
Oh, well, it seems you're already informed. That's good. You're also trying to find anything that's magical and looks really cool. But more importantly than those two, we're trying to find, in case there's any people on there. And if you do find people, maybe if they want to come here, can you bring them back? If that's okay. Also, I will
Sure.
ask them how you treated them. So if you do treat them poorly, I'm going to have to, unfortunately, reduce the payment.
So search and
real-
rescue.
Real
What
quick
if they
question.
do not come willingly?
Then they don't come. Also, your question, yes.
So if there are people up there, how do
Yeah.
we know we're not just stealing the stuff? Or are we stealing their stuff?
And of course, the spice that begins to just sort of cough a little bit.
Well, finders keepers. I don't know. If we didn't see them there before, so Also, there's kind of a destroyed city up there, so there's not really a good chance of there being people up there now, is there? Making me bring up.
Oh, you're from there, so if one survives,
I'm not from there.
then why would you? Okay.
Anything we should expect to encounter?
Well, considering you're in the Forbidden Expanse, starry ones. I don't know if you knows what those are. I'm not explaining them. If you know, you know.
There's some kind of showgirls, right?
Sure, yeah. Dinosaurs. Dinosaurs are here. Isn't that cool?
Dinosaurs?
Yeah, just said that.
Those sound cool.
But those have been extinct. Or at least where I'm from.
Well, here they aren't.
Great.
You might encounter people like me who have glowing red eyes. Don't kill them, by the way. Even if they try to, like, kill you, just, like, knock them out, please. Thank you.
We
And
do take
if they do...
prisoners.
What? No. Maybe, kinda, yeah. But just don't kill them because they're kinda like my extended family, and I will unfortunately have to do some bad things if I find out you do that. You understand, right?
You'll see as Ebony the lion burps.
Good boy.
No.
Anyways,
So we're going up there.
yes.
We're going to find people, bring them down.
Hopefully,
People
if
try
there
to
are people
attack
there.
us, knock
they-
them out.
Well, no. Here's the catcher. If they only have a red eye like mine, then you can kill them. I don't care.
Got it. And then we're stealing their stuff, quote unquote.
Well, that's the fun part. We don't know if there's people up there, so it's not really like stealing. If it's on the ground, I doubt they're using it.
We're acquiring a horde of sorts. Got it. Fun.
Sure.
I'm all in.
So let me
Good.
get this right. So we're
Okay.
supposed to wait until this thing explodes,
Yeah.
then stand on the wreckage,
Yeah.
and then what
Yeah,
happens
yeah,
after
yeah.
that?
Yeah. I did that. Me and my group did that, and we were fighting someone while doing it. So it's really easy, actually.
How long do we have up there?
I don't know.
How long does it stay exploded?
What did you say?
It explodes. So
Yes,
is there like,
explodes.
is this a timed thing? Or is it just, who fucking knows?
Oh no, it's timed. It's timed. You'll be able to tell when it explodes when it's starting to crack this purple energy. You'll know. You'll know when it's time.
Got
It's
it.
very scary. Don't worry.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Anything that could cause it to explode sooner that we should worry about?
Not that I know of.
How do we get down safely? For those who can't fly.
Well, you can find, these bird lizards that they're also dinosaurs. I've been informed. You could just ride on them. That's what we also did.
That seems okay.
Hey, if we did it, why can't you? You all seem very capable.
Fun fact.
individuals.
Fun fact. They actually did it at level 2. Half of your guys' level.
Oh, wow.
Oh, wow.
We had a boss fight while doing that at level 2. Isn't that crazy?
Oh my god.
Well, I'll take your word for it. It seems interesting, and we have to turn over everything we gather, or...
Well, if you want to get paid a lot, yes. If you want to get paid very little, you can do what you just suggested.
Alright.
So we're paid based on how much we bring back.
Yes. And you give it to us. I'm not gonna pay for you to keep it.
Yeah. And it's based off of a group sort of thing. Like what you bring in
Yeah.
as a whole.
Mm-hmm.
And the only reward I'm assuming is the gold for doing this.
Yeah. What, do you want something else?
No, I'm just trying to make sure all the details are set in stone since this is very interesting.
To say the
Yeah.
least. Well, Resnick, if you're in, I'm in.
I'm in.
Alright.
Maybe we'll get to kill something while we're up there.
Concerning, I
sounds
like
fun.
that. Maybe don't kill everything you see.
No, we're
God.
supposed to take the red-eye ones.
If they're willing to come, I should specify for the second time.
Well, you also said if they attack us and they don't have red eyes, we can just kill them. So,
Well, yeah, if they attack you first, they're kind of assholes, you know? So, like, I don't know what you want from me.
So from what I got out of this quest right now, it's go maybe steal stuff, kill only if brought up, but don't kill certain people,
Yeah.
and then fly back down without a guaranteed solution almost.
Yeah.
Vaguest quest I've been on, I'm taking it.
Good.
let's go. I've lived for less.
Oh man, it's just like, oh yes. Also, just sign here, sign here, sign here. Oh, don't worry. This will be fine. Don't worry about what you're signing. It's all good.
Feels
It
just
sounds
like
like a
back
hard
in the
case of
army.
ignore. There's like sign up under the red tape, but don't look at anything up under.
Feels like we're back in the army, taking insurmountable odds and hoping for the best.
Sure. Sure, great, yeah.
I was just waiting for Max to just be like, I'm also a child of war. Hi. Oh man.
Like, war's great, you know, makes people so lovely. Like me. So, any more questions before I, leave and stuff?
Both of you, Zale, and I need Dara, make an Arcana check for me.
Cool. Let
Oh
me.
boy.
21. All right. And then Dara. So here's how you're gonna make an Arcana check. You're gonna double click on your character sheet. You're going to you're gonna look over to your left. You're gonna see the Arcana skill. You're just gonna click on the name, and then boom, it'll roll everything for you.
Oh, I have the hang of it because I've used Foundry before. I'm just like,
Alright,
I'm used to seeing all the options up top.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I know what you're talking about. Yeah, I don't have that module installed. I just basically use everything through the character sheet. So
Got it. Arcana check. I have a +0 in intelligence, so yay.
15, not bad. Dara, as this has happened, you begin to start glowing with a strange kind of fiendish flame for a moment. Not sure why. You look over and you lock eyes with Zale for a second. Before Zale, you hear a voice enter the likes of your head. A familiar one at that. It's Ezrin's. You hear as they begin to say, the kid seems to be that, something's here. Remember that individual sent that message, Tony, a while ago?
Yeah.
Yeah, one of their spawn or disciples. They're nearby. I can even sense it from here. What's going on over there?
Oh, you're not gonna believe this. I have people going on a quest for me. It's really fun.
Why the fuck would they do that?
I don't really know, but here we are.
Uh-huh. Are you having fun?
Yes.
All right. Good job.
I'll talk about it later.
All right. And you'll see as Ezra will begin to fade from your mind.
So he'll just look at Adara and just look back at the group as a whole, and it's like, so if you don't have anything else you'd like to discuss, you may go. I'm sorry, it's been a long time since I've talked to other people, and it's like really refreshing. I can tell.
It shows.
Great. Okay. So if that's it, then you may go.
Oh, all right,
Fine.
come on.
Wait.
Oh, come on, let's go. It's
Oh.
time to go see the island, the wonderful island of terror. You'll see as Inquisitor is just gonna start climbing up the ladder. and
Don't
just
call it terror. That's gonna make them scared more, I think.
Isn't
Unless
that
it
the point?
excites you. I don't know. Bye.
Oh, also, Zale, let me know if your shotgun is working functionally or not. I do need to make
it's-
sure to do a checkup on that.
Oh yeah. Of course.
I haven't met you before. Turns to Devlin. Hi.
Yourself. And he does a little bow graciously. Pleasure to meet you. Guess we're gonna be traveling together.
It seems so. You are already acquainted with Resnick as well, it seems.
Yeah, old Rez and I go way back. Saved each other's hides maybe once or twice.
I fought a moose with them.
A moose.
Yes.
Over here fighting animals. That's great.
Talking undead moose. It was great.
Well, it wasn't dead till we killed it, but yes.
I thought it was undead or weakened. Something I don't remember anymore.
Devlin looks down at Herbert. Ah, and you remind me of somebody. Certain turtle. Very, 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 very a lot in common. I think you'd like her.
Turtle. You know that a turtle and an amphibian are quite different.
No, I think you'd like this turtle.
Probably not.
Hmm.
And with that,
What is that?
as you begin to do so, you will just look over as you ask them if they want a high five, Zale. They kind of just look at their fingers for a second, and then eventually they're getting pulled off to the side to join the others. Did you say anything or do anything with them, Zale, before they go?
Pleasure meeting you. And he'll just give a finger gun, and with prestidigitation, his finger will spark a little flame as if it were shooting out a bullet.
Zale, make a performance check.
Oh my god.
So good. I'm not using that.
Why did you say it?
I'm
Whenever you say
using
you're
that.
good at something, it
Shut
fails.
up! Shut up! I'm changing the role. I'm using magical guidance. I'm not that role. Not that.
You
There,
know the
better.
curse. 13.
I know, but
a
that's
lot
better.
13. You look over at the small water yokai, and as you give them finger guns, they look over and they kind of look at their palms. They kind of try to mimic you for a second. And as they do, they look over and they begin to shoot finger guns at Dara. And Dara, you are inspired by chat. All right.
Nice.
With that, also, am I missing anybody? Katarina, you also did gain inspiration from
Yep,
chat.
I marked it.
Perfect. And I don't think I'm missing anybody else, right? Cool, yeah. All right, so with that, Max, thank you for being our quest giver for today. I appreciate you. You can hop out of chat. You can just chill, or pretty much chill in Twitch chat, or do what you gotta do.
I cannot wait to give you all things to do in the future. Goodbye.
Yeah.
So you can see Max over in Secrets in the Sands on Sundays. As they play Zale Xenakis, the Oculi Infernal Heritage Sorcerer.
So many sorcerers here today.
A lot. We got like 4 sorcerers in the room. So,
Yep.
with that, Ex-Inquisitor will begin to look over and they will begin to say, all right, wonderful. So here, I can provide you the bit of directions that you need to head over to this island. You should be able to see it actually right there, but there is a specific path that you might want to take that has already been charted out by multiple individuals. It should be safe, but just in case, do keep an eye out for hyenas of the sorts, as they are very much vicious. Alright, so, if everything is good to go, if you don't have any other questions, I bid you farewell, adventurers. And may your travels be, I wouldn't say a blessed one, I'm not really much of a religious man, but a good one, we'll just go with that. Alright, bye-bye now. With that, Ex-Inquisitor P. Spinesnap will begin to give you all a bit of the notes, kind of marking it down in each and every one of your papers and such. And as they do, they will begin to... actually, they'll probably walk out with you, and they're going to get ready to start heading over towards this individual. You would see as it is a robotic sort of monstrosity that I don't think any of Voden Fables have seen any of the Nazgul specialties. But you'll look over and you see not necessarily just a Triceratops, but also a second robotic Triceratops not too far from here. You look over and you see as there is a woman just staring intently with determination towards one of those Triceratops. Who that is, we'll have to see on another time in Voden Fables. With that, you all begin to head off and traverse the likes of the Forbidden Expanse. As you do, who is leading the charge? And then they can make a survival check. Multiple people can. I just need to figure out who's making the survival check, though.
I'll lead again.
All right. Anybody hoping?
I will.
Okie dokie. So, Katarina, you and Resnick begin to lead the charge as you begin to figure out exactly where your standing is in the likes of the Expanse. Resnick, if you can, please make a survival check with advantage. 10. Oof. You look around and about, and as you are going about this, you see as something changes, it shifts. You hear the cracking of glass when it almost seems to sound like gunshots for a moment. Each sort of shattering bits and pieces begin to form overhead. And for some of you, you've seen this before, and you begin to almost shudder in the likes of fear as the sky itself begins to crack like glass, breaking, shattering before it eventually turns into astral shards and pieces, dropping down onto the ground, striking into you all and striking into the sands. As you begin to sort of recoil, hoping that it does not hit you, and lands onto each of your forms before it turns into nothing but astral dust dissipating along with the wind. With that, you see as it begins to change from a darkened sky of night to a brightened sky of day. And as you're sort of walking about, almost getting lost in the likes of the strange cruelties of Voden, look about, and you see what's up ahead. And let's see what this 2 gets us. Oh boy, here we go.
Oh.
Alright, and I can reveal your tokens. Alright. You look up, and as it is now daytime, see as it is definitely a little bit of a brighter approach, and you feel as if the heat begins to kick up immediately. Granted, I need to know a question, or I need to know the answer to this question. Who here is wearing armor?
Larissa is.
What type of armor?
Chain, I believe. I gotta double check.
Yeah, double check that. Go ahead, Herbert.
I am looking. Yeah, studded leather armor.
Chainmail.
Chainmail. Ooh.
And a shield.
Oh god. Alright, we're Resnick, what about you?
It's leather.
Leather? Alright. So as you all are kind of going about, it doesn't take but only several minutes for sweat to begin to build up on each of you. See, the thing is, you guys have had it nice in the likes of the valley where it's more so temperate weather. It may snow every now and again. That's the coldest it ever gets. But for the most part, it's fine. You walk out here in the sands, and you, my friends, are not equipped at all. Sweat builds up on all of you. Larissa, you are freaking almost exhausted after the first bit or the first mile or 2 of travel. As this is happening, begin to heave for a second. As you try to breathe for a moment, you look up as the sun beats down upon you. I need everybody to make a Constitution saving throw. Larissa, you have disadvantage being in heavy armor. Those who are not wearing armor, aka sorcerers and stuff like that, you have advantage. So for advantage, you're going to click on the Constitution button, and you're going to hit saving throw and hold Alt. For those with disadvantage, you're going to hold Control.
Well, I accidentally rolled my first one.
All good, all good. You can just roll a second one.
It does not matter.
Ugh. 10 to 10. All right, so, oh gosh, 7 with advantage. Oh man.
Oh wait, I already clicked
All right,
it. Sorry.
I got you. I'm gonna just take the first 2 rolls. So,
Yeah.
Resnick with a 10. All right, oof. Okay. Larissa with a, hold on, make sure I look at the DCs.
My saves.
Okay, so Resnick, that will fail by 2. Larissa, that will fail by 5, because the DCs are different depending on which armor you have. Yeah, so 4 and a 10, yeah. Oof. Herbert, that will succeed with a 21. Natural 20. Devlin, that's going to fail with a 7 by 3. Katarina, that is going to 19. You have advantage, so yeah, you will succeed. So, for those who fail, that's going to be Devlin, going to be Resnick, and Larissa. As you walk about, you feel just almost exhausted to no end. It's almost tiring just to kind of move for a bit. It's tiring to kind of focus for a second. Look around and about. You're not going to be able to last long here if you don't get some sort of change in appearance to fit the likes of this weather, or something to keep yourselves cool for an extended period of time. But with that, you 3 are exhausted for this time until you find a means to circumvent it. I will update your character sheet, but go ahead.
Just 1 point.
Hey, could someone help me find my saves? I don't see them on here. I see the checks, but I don't see saves.
You got it. So here's what you're gonna do, and then I got you, Devlin. So Dar, you're gonna double click on your character sheet.
All right.
You're gonna head over to Con. You see where it says that?
That's at the very top.
Yeah, very top.
Yeah. Okay. Now I see the save option. It's on the right, right?
Yeah. So you're gonna do that twice. You can hold advantage if you want to have it roll twice automatically.
All right. How do I have it at advantage usually?
So hold the Alt key on your keyboard and then click the saving throw button, and it'll roll with advantage. There you go. 13. You're good to go. You resist the exhaustion. All right. So you're good. Now let's go over to Devlin. What's up?
Oh no, I was just looking. My question was it 1 point of exhaustion? But I saw the character sheet and updated, so we're good.
Nah, you're good. You're good. Or imagine if it was 5 levels of exhaustion.
Dead. He's gone.
Isn't that death?
Just melt.
Nah, 6th level is like instant death. Yeah, it's rough. It's definitely rough.
And so the quest ended early.
Yeah, basically. So Devlin is drenched in sweat and he's like so frustrated. He looks at his clothes and he's like, "Oh man, this is fine elvish tailoring. I ain't gonna be able to. Can't repair this. Well, we gotta find somewhere to cool the hell off, guys. I ain't gonna last too long."
Let me double check something. Does anyone else by chance know arcane cantrips similar to prestidigitation?
I have thaumaturgy.
Oh, same.
Well, unfortunately, then I can only do this to like one person, but for those who have prestidigitation, I'm pretty sure we can cool things. Oh, it's only small things. Never mind.
Well, can you cool this water skin?
I should be able to.
DM, if she cools the water skin and I pour it kind of over my head, will that at least
It'll
balance that out a little bit?
It'll balance it out for like a couple of minutes, but you're definitely going to need to go about this on either figuring out a way to craft some armor, and we can do that if you wish, but you're definitely going to need to find either armor that's more fit for the likes of this sort of weather, or bits of sort of cooling properties either by magic items or spells and all that stuff. But to answer your question, yes, it will help out for like about an hour or so at most.
Okay. Also, you said to change the appearance. Don't really know the meta of this, but if I change my basically my form to something that would be indigenous to like the desert, would that be the right play for here, or would that kind of shrug off that exhaustion?
You don't have any armor on, and you are changeling and all that sort of such. I'll tell you what. Yeah, I will give that to you. It doesn't necessarily have a mechanical benefit or anything like that, but yeah, that will be fine. You could change it into something a little bit more fit for desert attire.
You're gonna see Larissa pick up a good handful of sand as she casts create or destroy water. And
oh wait, remember,
she can cause rain.
Remember?
Yeah.
I'm so sorry. Remember, that spell was banned in Soulbound because of the
Was
forbidden
it?
expand. Yeah, it was banned in Soulbound. That's what everybody was trying to take because it would be like, oh, this is the perfect druid spell. And all
I
that
didn't
stuff.
know that.
Yeah. Because they sort of, that was the reasoning for it.
Yeah, we in the Ascent never had that problem, so.
Yeah. All good.
Okay, I'll switch it then.
Just let me know, and then I can easily bring you back. All right. So.
I switched it.
So, while this is sort of happening, Herbert, what are you doing off to the side?
He's like, he's amphibious. All right, he needs a little water now and then. So being in a very hot environment, not great, pretty aggravating. He's like removing his very large black trench coat, as good idea maybe.
As you do so, make a perception check for me.
Yeah, all right. Oh, great.
4. You look over and you begin to walk and walk and walk. And as you do, you begin to see something. Continue on. Now, granted, I assume you guys are kind of following Herbert, right? Or just in general, like following him forward. Kind of looking about, and Herbert, you begin to see as someone or something is off to the side, and they're kind of just sort of sitting about, looking towards the area. As you begin to try to get a little bit closer to focus on exactly what is going on or who they are, with a 4 on your perception, you begin to fail to notice as another individual begins to slink off behind a tree. And as they begin to slink over and they slink in front, you'll see as they begin to look over, and they begin to whistle for a second before eventually, see as they approach over to here. Ah, hello, my friends. Hello. It seems to be that a couple of weary travelers have sort of made their way here. Oh, goodness gracious. You seem to be like the most colorful crew. What brings you here?
We are on a adventure or even a quest.
I see. Quest of the sorts. Oh, I see. A quest of great adventure and great journey and destiny and such. Yes. Where exactly are your travels taking you? We can maybe give you a bit of directions.
We're going on a suicide run.
Oh, that's no
What
good.
you call it that? We do not.
It is what
require
it
any
is.
help.
You know it.
Shut up. We appreciate it, but I think we'll suffice on our own. Maybe, probably.
Depends. Do you guys know at least of a cooler place or a way to travel where there's a bit less heat?
Oh, you are, yes, I can tell already. I'm looking at each and every one of you, and whew, yes, I'm not surprised that you all are dying in the likes of that sort of aesthetic. Whew, that is unfortunate. Unfortunate. Here, I do know of a place. It's not too far from here. It's actually quite convenient. It's right below there, where me and my friends are graciously sort of camping out and waiting out a little bit more of an approaching storm.
Insight check on that.
Same.
Go for it, make an insight check.
Oh, this isn't going to be good.
11, And then 11. All right, hold on 1 second.
I'll insight check him.
One more time. Yep.
If it would please roll. Wow.
You look over towards them and
Why did it roll with disadvantage?
Because I got exhaustion. Yeah.
yeah,
Ah, yeah.
yeah. You look over at him and it's more of like, huh. I mean, hey, they don't seem to be really hiding anything. They seem like a friendly individual, as far as you all are aware. They haven't seemed to say anything to kind of throw you off just yet. But you keep definitely an inquisitive eye.
Yeah, I'm gonna turn to Resnick and say, if our experiences are or anything, we might not want to take this at face value. Look,
Take anything at face value here anymore.
yeah, best to keep a lookout on flanks. Yeah.
With that, as you begin to continue and speak, you'll see as the individual gets a little bit closer, but they'll still keep their distance and say, if you wish, you could join us with the likes of this sort of little crew, and we could offer a little bit of shelter. Or, I mean, I always could point you to another location. If you so choose, that is perfectly fine. It does not matter to me.
Yeah, well, what is the other location that you are wishing to point us in?
Oh, sure. I can point to it right this way. But here, now, you'll see. Do you have a map or anything like that?
He's like patting his coat and stuff. Wait, didn't we? Yeah.
Yeah, you have it's not like a perfect map. It's more of like a, hey, this is where your location is. It kind of just shows like, hey, this is where the base is. This is where you need to go. Here's a couple of landmarks and all that stuff. Find them by finding this and this and this, blah, 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 blah. It's not like a atlas map or anything like that.
Okay, yeah. He finds the crude map that they got, and he's like, this will suffice, I guess.
Yeah, perfect. Here, pass it to me, and you'll see as they'll begin to walk up a little bit. Thank you. As they do, they'll kind of look it over, look, and as they look, I think it should be roughly in this area, and you'll see as they begin to sort of take out a little bit of a little small dagger, and they begin to kind of poke a tiny little hole into where it would be. Right there, you see this? Yes, right there. Here you'll go, and you'll see as they begin to roll up the paper, they begin to just sort of have it at their sides. That should be able to do it.
Wait, so did I not get my cool map back?
No, is that his side? Just rolled up.
Perfect. Thank you so much. We'll take this and just be on our merry way, if if that sounds good with you.
Oh, well, you could, but you haven't paid the toll yet, so,
The toll is you keep your life, and we continue walking.
Oh, now that...
Oh,
Agreeable.
no need to start up
Whoa.
threats or anything.
Whoa there, friends, we are just trying to help you out. Hey, hold on. There's no need to resort to violence. These are the rules of the lands. The kindred spirits, they did not tell you about the toll?
We are pretty ill prepared when it comes to these.
Put it on their tab.
quests.
They neglected to mention that fact.
That's quite unfortunate. Not even Nefibe Morga mentioned that, not a toll or anything like that, no?
We dealt with one called Zale. This is on his tab, so feel free to charge him at a later date.
Well, unless you bring the likes of this Zale here, we're going to need the money now, but that's perfectly fine. That's perfectly fine if you don't have the money. That's fine. We can afford another means of paying a toll. A bit of
You're
information.
going to
Here.
try to stop us?
Can I just put them to sleep and so we can walk on?
You can certainly try.
Let me try.
As
I'm
you
gonna
do.
cast.
Well, hold on. Before, as you get ready to cast a spell, Dara, you notice no perception check needed, so don't hit the button yet. You'll see as a couple of individuals, as even you guys mentioned the likes of violence, they're kind of chilling, watching down, eating some food, eating some chicken, loving life, and they hear violence. You'll see as immediately they'll all begin to start standing up, and they will begin to look over towards you, bows and arrows drawn and more. Not necessarily pointing at you, but it's more so like, hey, yo, try something, we'll fuck you up. More so. As they're just staring at you, specifically, Dar, as you get ready to cast a spell. It's up to you of whether you want to cast it, though.
I'm gonna turn
See, let me see how many people sleep can affect.
As
One.
many in the area, essentially.
Is it
I'm
based
just
on
gonna
spell level?
smile.
It's basically like you roll more HP based off of the spell level. But hold on one second, let's go down the list. So, Dar, that's what you're doing. And then Limbit or Larissa, what were you doing?
I can't find it, but it's the Osimar thing.
Gotcha. Is it the wings?
I think so.
That would be fuck. What's it called again? Radiant Soul.
Oh, okay.
Are you trying to activate that, or are you holding off?
I would, but apparently that's at 3rd level.
Oh yeah, you're not.
When did this happen?
It's always been a 3rd level.
Has it? I've never
Yes.
played an Osimar.
You live and you learn.
It does not say anything when you make the character until you look at your character sheet, apparently.
Oh man! All right, we go over. While you're doing that, I would go over to Devlin. So are you just approaching him?
Yeah, Devlin's gonna say.
He's gonna back up a little bit.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine.
He's gonna back up.
Yeah. So Devlin's gonna say, hey, now my friend over there, he might not be as reasonable as I am. We're just trying to get out of here. Please, hey, look, if you need a toll, and he pulls out the cantrip scroll because I haven't used it yet. Maybe we can barter.
A barter is fine. I am a man of commerce. I can definitely agree to such a thing, depending on what's on that scroll. Now, granted, I will say that I can easily give you back, or I can give you back this map that I found, and we can go about our way. But also, I do not have to take the likes of gold. A bit of information is perfectly fine as well, if you cannot afford it. I understand that these are trying times in the likes of Voden. The stars and such are trying to kill you. The water is trying to kill you. So many things are trying to kill you, and I'm not trying to kill you. Let's be peaceful. Let's be civil for once. So, a bit of information, you go on your way. And then, we all live life.
Well, what did you have in mind?
Well, I can tell you one thing. Here, I need a bit of information from everybody because this is a toll that costs from every single person passing. So, if you want to make a little bit of an exchange, we'll kind of look over towards the scroll.
Yeah. I'd say that's a fair trade.
They will look over towards you, and they're gonna more so do the motion of tossing rather than just a handoff.
And Devlin tosses the cantrip scroll over.
You got it. They'll toss over or Herbert's map. All right. It seems that you're good to go. But what about the other 5?
Information. Yes, I am quite knowledgeable. And even within riddles of some sort.
How so?
I am quite the reader and a writer, and I play the organ. So I know all sorts of things that may be useful to you out here in the middle of the desert, perhaps.
I'll tell you what here. That's nice, fine and dandy, but you came from that direction and such. question, and you said you met this Zilzanakis here. What did they look like by chance? Here, that's perfectly fine information. Simple, easy to explain.
Don't.
Kind of a showboat. Really flamboyant. Not in the same way as I truly am. Kinda ugly, maybe? I don't know. I wasn't paying attention that much.
Yep. You know what? Listen, friend. What's your name?
Oh, I don't know if we're on that sort of basis yet. I am just a simple, humble traveler, just looking to work the likes of my toll with my friends and have a great time. Don't
So
need
it's
to change the
not
subject.
enforced, it's just you.
So what
Got
do you
it.
mean?
Oh, you're stealing. You just said you're a traveler. Why would you stay here and do a toll?
You'll see the likes of and Katarina as you kind of say that, you kind of look over towards them. Yeah, you definitely caught them in their fucking lie.
Cool.
But they kind of trying to like reconvene or whatever, try to take control of the situation again. They'll look over and say, well, you see, when it comes to the likes of the Forbidden Expanse and more, a lot of the individuals here, they are travelers, they are nomads, they are, how you say, individuals who look across for the likes of the lands and they take what's theirs. They they claim their territory where they see fit.
So
This is our territory that we have found and we have claimed as we see fit. Does that make sense?
Well, let me make a proposition then. You, all your friends, you stay, you let us pass. We might have stuff on our way back. Maybe. Or, we can deal with this here and now.
Well, I mean, as good as that definitely does sound, I mean, how do I know that you won't just sort of walk past me and never see me till the sun don't shine? Then I'm not happy, but you're happy, and that's not fair, that's not
So you think a
equality.
dragon doesn't have their pride?
Whoa. Make an intimidation check, Katarina.
Sensei,
Yes.
DMs.
Oh shit. No, why was it a 3?
Yeah, that's fine. All right, I'm gonna fix you up.
Okay. I'll do it.
Intimidation 9. You see as the individual, they don't necessarily seem intimidated. They begin to sort of start motioning over for a couple of troops to kind of follow them up here. As they do, they're not necessarily like, oh, okay, start swinging or anything like that. It's more so they're not super scared. They're ready for a fight if one is to break out. So is anybody assisting or helping Katarina with that?
An intimidation check?
Yeah, you
I'm
would
willing
have
to
to
help with that.
though.
I'm willing to help.
Oh yeah,
Or
same.
assist, either way.
Let's go through it. What does each of you do? We'll start with Larissa, and then we're gonna go to Dara. Go
You
ahead,
said
Larissa.
I'm good to do that thing?
Yeah, you're good.
Okay. Then I am going to activate this time actually the Radiant Soul, which is one for long rest. And rather than just wings, since she already has a halo, you actually see from her god Mogus bull-like horns sprout from the top of her head.
As they begin to form, the angelic wings bamf out and the horns begin to rise and rise out of the likes of your head. You look over as you embody slaughter, you embody war, the war god themselves. You look over towards them, and you see as you begin to step closer and closer. And with that, before we add that to the roll, Dara, what are you saying or doing to help with the intimidation?
Oh, I wanted to try to intimidate them as well by just setting my entire body on fire.
Boy, all right, I'll say, yeah, you got the produce flame. You got it. As you begin to do so, flames of a hellish nature begin to start rising up your body, your horns, and more as you begin to step forth. You, with the likes of Larissa, beginning to embody heaven and the divine. Meanwhile, the likes of Dara embodying hell itself, showing this individual that they can fight heaven or hell. With that, they look over and they're kind of backing up a little bit. Whoa, 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 whoa. Katarina, make another intimidation check. This is you getting advantage.
So hold Alt for it, or just click again.
Just one more time.
Oh, dice!
no.
God.
You want to use inspiration, or is that it?
Yeah, I'm just gonna use it because this is just bad. If it's again, I'm.
All right, 21. That
There
will
we
take
go.
the cake. As you begin to look over, you'll see as the individual begins to sort of back up. They back up. They kind of stumble for a bit. It's almost falling on their butt. Whoa, 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 hold on there. Whoa, you are putting words in my mouth. You did not need to. We can be subtle. We can be civil.
Civil by
Look.
you letting us pass.
Civil in escorting you to the river Styx. Now, you can pay the toll, or you can turn around. I won't ask again. I decided to be nice and say you didn't have to pay in gold, and you can pay in information, and you threaten me and the likes of my good, law-abiding citizens and friends here. What
Alright,
will it be?
So we're
Yeah, that sounds like we just need to make them go night-night.
yeah.
Sweet. DM, Devlin's going to prepare an action, just in
You get-
case.
You got it.
Yeah, I'm going to prepare to put them to sleep just in case. I don't
So
slip.
if anything pops off, I'm going to cast web on the 3 that are by the campfire.
You got it.
Larissa's gonna attempt one more time here to get him to surrender peacefully. Last warning. And she pulls down her the cloth that has been covering her mouth to reveal jagged, fang-like teeth. If you don't settle down right now and let us pass, I'm gonna eat hearty tonight.
With that, you look over towards you. Look over towards Dara, Larissa, Katarina, Devlin, Resnick, and Herbert Wells. Larissa, one final intimidation check with advantage.
So we're doing this.
What is the button for advantage?
Alt.
Alt.
One more
Okay,
time.
that apparently didn't work, but whatever.
That's fine. 14, 20. You look
20.
over towards them, and as they begin to reach over, they're getting ready to grab towards, their hand has kind of been on their weapon. They look over towards you. It's fine, it's fine. I was just testing to see if you guys were a bunch of pushovers, and it seems to be that I was sadly corrected. That said, you can forget the toll. You don't need to worry about it today. I appreciate you for showing a little bit of spice of life today. By all means, take your leave. You'll see as the individual begin to look over. They'll eye you up and down, but they will.
Oh, before he goes, Devlin goes, and
The map.
scroll.
And the map.
Oh, they already got the map over towards you.
Okay.
But look over. Wise. Here you go. And they'll throw over the scroll towards you, Devlin.
Catches it. Pleasure doing business with you.
A pleasure as well. You might see a couple of things with that scroll of yours. It's a nice scroll. And you'll see as they'll begin to hop down over here, whistle for a moment. We're moving out! This place is not necessarily the greatest. Besides, we don't want to cause any more trouble for our friends, right, boys? Here's a nod. and you'll see as they begin to move out. The road is yours, adventurers. Seems to be that you're able to avoid them for now.
Is your squirrel all right?
Let's move on, and I'll check it later. But yeah, I think might have altered it a little bit. We'll see. Let's get the
Shame.
hell out of here.
A feast for
Move
Mogus
on.
would have been nice.
That is an interesting idea. Katarina's gonna like wait and try to hang back at the back of the group so everyone can move forward.
Yahoo!
Right. You all begin to move forward. Also, Dara or Christian, are you able to move your character and such? I saw you were struggling with it a little earlier.
Yes, I can.
Okay. See if you can move it now. Also, let me fix you up a little bit because you do not have Larissa selected first on Foundry. Let me get that. There you go. Now you're all good. You and Dara. So, as
I
you.
gotta re-import Larissa.
Oh no, I already got her. If you open up her sheet,
Oh,
she's
you
good.
did? Damn, that was fast.
Yeah. So eventually, you all begin to continue forward. And is there anything before I switch to the next sort of thing that you would discover? Is there anything you wish to discuss as you guys are now, for the sake of brevity, begin to travel off the map?
We're not letting them do that again, right?
No,
I was itching for a fight.
no, if that happens again, that's just not happening again.
No, next time they go to sleep, I'm sorry, but next time I'm not checking first. They're going night night.
Also, perception check behind us probably for if anybody's following us.
Yep.
Sure thing. I'll make a perception check.
That's a good idea.
I'll try to assist them.
You got it. Resnick, you have advantage.
All of us are just the one.
Just the
Okay.
one. 24. Look over and about as you're kind of walking through. You see a couple of shifting shadows. Look over towards you as you are going about, but one of them is definitely tailing you. But only one.
Do we want to
Stri-
leave possible loose ends, or do we want to nip it in the bud now?
Well, if they're staying out here, they might have water, so your call.
Are they any of the people that we have to not kill or like treat properly?
No,
Because if they're not any of the people that we're not required to cut down, I would not be opposed to cutting them down just to not have a future headache. Because we let them off and now one of them's tailing us. I believe he should just be nipped out now.
I know where they are, right? Like, can I see where they are from perception check exactly?
See exactly where they are. They're more so, it's kind of not really many places to kind of hide, considering, well, it's a desert. It's more so just when the sands begin to shift, they're kind of hiding or behind the likes of deserts and sandy horizons more so. Considering you guys just came from a sort of rocky ravine area, they're kind of staying back, hiding behind the rocks and more, just watching you from a very, very decent distance because there's so little of surrounding or specific features in this world or in this region.
Could give him a warning shot if I wanted, probably.
It's always an option.
Why don't we
Or
see who's
let's-
following us first?
Yeah, I have some binding spells if necessary too.
Is my ability still active, or has it passed?
It would be it would pass. Now, the good news is it's not once per long rest. It's you get to actually do it multiple times per long rest now. They changed it.
That is a cool perk.
I think you are the legacy version of it, but I'm gonna rule it with the new one, where you get to use it as many times as your proficiency bonus, and it's a bonus action.
Oh, so twice. Or
Yes.
is it one plus my proficiency bonus?
It should be twice.
Okay. Thank you
Well,
for
your
letting me out.
proficiency bonus. What level are you at?
I have a +2 in proficiency. I'm just 3.
I thought you said 1 plus your proficiency.
No.
No.
It's
No,
only 3.
proficiency.
Or excuse me, just proficiency bonus. But anyways, while that's sort of happening, is there anything you guys are doing with the likes of this individual tailing you, or are you continuing on?
Say we just continue on.
You got it. Unless there's
yeah,
anything.
if we're not being attacked, it might just be smarter to move.
Let's continue on, see where their map leads.
All right. As you do, you continue forward and continue about. With that, eventually, you find yourselves looking over towards a strange sort of bit. First things first, Resnick, make your survival check for me. And then I need individual.
Yeah,
All right.
that's
7. Seems to be that the little bits of heat is definitely getting to you. You look back and these guys were assholes, but damn, they might have had information on like maybe how to at least be able to wield armor or use armor or mess with ours to kind of make it where I'm not sweating as much. He begins to pick up more and more and more, but with that 7, you look over and you feel as if you're getting lost. Resnick, this is not necessarily your forte when it comes to tracking sort of things. Everything kind of looks the same, and it's hard to sort of write out really many landmarks because there isn't any. Thinking about a couple of your allies like Larissa, Devlin, all try to give their aid. Eventually, none of you are able to do so. Dara, you try. Herbert, maybe even considering giving an attempt. Katarina, you as well, but not entirely sure where this leads. You look up and above and things begin to go worse. You feel cold. Cold in the desert. Look around towards the sky, it's not nighttime. Look up and you see drifting down below white spectral flakes in abundance. You begin to sort of rub your eyes for a second. There's no way. But you look up and one of you could hold your hand out and you see as one of these small white flakes begins to drift and drift, or placing itself onto the palm of your hand. It's snowing in the desert.
That's nice.
I hate this place.
I don't know. Feels kind of nice after the heat. Especially since I never took off my chainmail.
Oh no. Anybody who is sweating, you still are exhausted, but you are not necessarily feeling horrendous right now. But it's starting to get chilly more than anything. Some of you are even shivering at this point. But eventually, you all see and look over ahead as Resnick, it just almost appears in front of you. Almost like an illusion for a second, but you realize it is reality. You see several cacti, as well as a couple of trees and leaves placed over something. You see this. Auroraverse, you might know this place well. Limbit, you know this place too well.
Fuck.
Larissa, make your highest saving throw.
What is my highest? Do I have advantage or disadvantage because I'm
Just
exhausted, or?
Just a straight roll.
Dara just starts looking about like,
Nope,
where
nope.
the fuck?
What did I get on that?
19,
13
one
and a
short.
1.
One short. You look over and Larissa, you feel as if memories begin to start piercing the likes of your brain for a moment, invading and infesting them, like a looming shadow taking over all of light. You hear screams, you hear battles, you hear "Join us," repeating in your head. You look over. 3 large echoing booms, echoing shots. As they strike into an individual, a thud on the ground. Gone. Silence. Shock. You feel these emotions for a second, and you see this occur before the visions fade, and you look out towards the rest of this land. See, as it is a blood-stained one at that, as the snow begins to fall over it. With that, what would you all say? What would you all do?
I feel like I've been here before.
It's fucking snowing again.
I feel like I've heard this before.
Why is it snowing in the desert?
Larissa, having a feeling, is going to approach the I believe to be a giant ice block.
Mm-hmm. You all see as Larissa just begins to, almost without saying a word, just begins to start walking through the blood-filled sands. Begins to walk over towards the tree off to the side. Is anybody joining her, or are you all staying back?
I'll walk
I'll
forward
follow.
a bit.
I'll follow.
Go ahead, Larissa.
Careful what you do here. It feels like this is hollowed ground.
You got there, Larissa.
Maybe. I would know this would have to be divine magic for this to happen, right?
Not necessarily. This is, I think in Auroraverse's guide, I think they mentioned that you would kind of just chalk it up to just Voden being Voden. It's stupid and it's weird. There hasn't been any sort of reasoning for it from as far as you're aware. Maybe it could be to the gods if your character would interpret that way. But as far as you're concerned, there is no 100% confident answer.
Okay.
Does this snow like remind me of when it was snowing because of the moose or around the moose?
A little bit. Make a nature check.
Uh-oh.
3. It's similar in the sense of it seems to be concentrated. Not necessarily that. It seems to be more so in a concentrated area, but that's all I can say about that with a 3.
Is the person still frozen in it?
You look over. Well, you're just kind of like outside of. You're just kind of outside the pit and all that.
I didn't want to stand on the thing, but
As you begin to kind of do so, you look over, and as you begin to step forward a little bit, take one step. You immediately begin to crash down. I need you and Devlin make a dexterity saving throw.
yes. -1.
Gonna be a 4, and then I need Devlin dexterity saving throw.
Oh, no.
14. Larissa, you crash down into the likes of this sort of sand pit as it seems to be the sand and ground begins to fall under and collapse underneath you. With that, as you crash down, Devlin, you're able to sort of back up, almost nearly crashing into Herbert for a second. But you look about and you see as Larissa is knocked prone. She doesn't take, actually no, you would actually take damage. That's what you guys set it up as. That's only a D6 though.
We put a trap?
Yeah, you put 3, motherfucker.
Oh my god, we did!
Oh man, you take 5 points of bludgeoning damage. You crack and hit the back of your skull onto the ground. It rocks your world for a moment, but you look around and you see stars and more snowflakes before they eventually cover your face. Looking about, you shake it off, and you have descended about 10 feet. Oh, here, I'm gonna move you up so you're not inside the ground, literally.
For some unknown reason, my character yells at Rokaze angrily.
Do you need a hand?
Quite so.
How should... I think I have rope.
I believe I have rope too. Maybe I can throw it to you.
The hell happened?
I seem to have stepped in a trap.
Stepped by who? Are we being ambushed?
Yeah.
No, I don't believe it is an ambush. I do have rope. I have 50 feet, so I'm gonna throw one end up.
Now you kind of throw the other end outside of it. I assume someone catches it. Who's catching it?
Yeah. I will.
You got it. Katarina, you're able to grab it.
Yep.
Using your draconic claws, you can sort of hoist and pull the likes of Larissa up if she so
Yep.
wishes.
Yeah.
Easy enough. You're able to climb out, and
Okay.
as you jump out, so you look over and you see as the pit is sort of formed, but what are the rest of you doing or saying?
Taking a step back.
I think I'm just constantly being prepped, checking the whole area, not just here. After hearing join us.
All right. Perception check for me.
Oh, I think I heard her join us.
Yeah, that'd be Larissa who heard that.
Oh, that was okay. Never.
Oh, you can still make
I
a
mean-
perception check.
I mean, I
though.
still probably look around at first.
16. All right, here's what you see. Points of interest. So looking about, look over towards the cacti and more, and these definitely seem to be interesting. They can probably sort of contain a bit of resources inside them. Not necessarily like a chest or anything like that. More so the cacti themselves are useful. Past that, you would see as over here there is a massive amount of blood. More so than the smaller sort of splashes on the side. This one also seems to have something sort of surrounding it, rather. You'd have to go over there to inspect for more. Past this, it's not necessarily a tree here. What you would instead notice is there is a huge divot, a huge, kind of like a hole kind of going down, and you see as there are palm tree leaves placed on top of it. Then inside of it, you also notice as the snow is collecting more and more and more. It's almost bearing the likes of the leaves at this point. Those are a couple of points of interest. Those are the locations. So up to you on whether you'd like to identify it or keep on keeping on.
The character, I already know all this, so this is all up to you.
Cautiously check out this area.
All right. As you do, you walk over and you see as Resnick Relcast begins to walk over and they begin to look over towards the blood-stained sands. As you do, see as Asu will begin to like look over and they kind of just they sniff for a second before they try to lick the likes of the blood for a moment.
Yeah. Oh God, buddy, no.
No good. Divine, no divine, her life.
Divine blood.
It's like divine and devilish. I don't like. No like. You look over Resnick, and as you get a closer look at it, it seems to be that there is burn marks around, singeing the ground and more. There seems to be 3 specifically, sort of laid about. Looking over, you see as there are bits of blood and guts kind of scattered about. But whatever this was, there was definitely a battle here. And judging by this definitely seemed to be of an arcane explosion, almost.
Can I make an Arcana check to see if I recognize?
Yeah, you
kind
can.
of magic weapons?
Yeah. You walk over and you kind of try to give a little bit of aid to the situation here. Make an Arcana check. You got it. Oh wait, you said adventure. You're gonna help him.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
All right, so we're gonna take that 14 instead.
Yep.
So with a 14, you'd be able to know that this is actually pretty simple magic. Easily enough, you're able to pick this up being a sorcerer yourself. It's not wild magic or anything like that. This is one of the most tried and true sort of spells that would cast this. 3 explosions. Well, your mind goes to 3 darts. 3 darts. This is magic missile that caused this.
Interesting.
Looking at it though, whoever or whatever took the likes of this, they got eviscerated by it to no end. Lots and lots of blood here, but no signs of a body.
Whatever happened here, somebody cast magic missile. Larissa, you're familiar with this, aren't you?
She just I had to go get.
No, I'm
Yeah,
still
yeah,
here.
yeah.
I'm still here.
Oh, okay.
I haven't left yet. I was literally about to leave. What did he say?
As if you were familiar with what happened around here.
For some reason, I have a vague collection of memories. Nothing too coherent. Just a failure of someone's part and the death of another. Perhaps some betrayal in there? I can't quite tell. But your answers all lie here, I believe. And she'll point towards the middle room dune thing. She's also currently sitting down at this point, relaxing in the snow while they can before they die of heat.
Fair enough.
The hell is this thing? Devlin's gonna kind of inspect it.
All right. As you do, begin to look over, and it's covered in the likes of multiple leaves or more. Do you kind of take them off?
Yeah, but he's watching his footing because if there was one trap, then there's probably more.
All right, as you do. Anybody helping Devlin out? Because this is a lot of leaves because we're bearing it through this, as well as a lot of snow.
I'll give him a hand.
Let me see what I can actually do because I'm not sure. What do I have that can possibly affect snow? I mean, I could possibly burn them.
Produce flame.
Yeah, I could do produce flame.
I have that too, so I could just be like, I got this.
The
Produce flame, firebolt. We got a lot of fire. But wait. Is fire gonna hurt what's possibly up under it?
Larissa's action, please. She's gonna yell out, please be careful. I have a bad feeling that someone would be very angry if we disturb this.
So what I'm hearing is blow it up.
Anger, blow it up. I don't think those are the same.
All right, so fire to burn leaves. Let's try that. See if that does anything.
There it is.
All right, so burning it more. Begin to gather the likes of flame and fire as you help out by either taking out the leaves or burning the snow away. Eventually, you look over.
Oh, my roll didn't show over. That's irritating.
That's all good. No roll needed for this. You look over
I
and
pressed it anyway. It made it 24. Dang it.
you see as slowly goes and slowly dissipates, and an individual ice block is frozen over here. Pretty large in size, comparable to the likes of Katarina's size, actually. Thinking about it, you see as it's almost like an ice box, even. It's so frozen nature of it. Any spellcast would be able to tell this is heavily divine magic. It's almost like a frozen casket or frozen tomb. Moving your hands across it, you would notice as your hands, if not already, would begin to almost turn an icy, frostbitten blue or purple. What do you say or do?
Is this something we mess with or leave alone? Like, we have an island to find?
Yeah.
We do have an island to find. Is it something that's going to attack us if we leave it alone? Because if that's the case, it dies now. Is it something I can leave alone and still somehow come out unscathed? Then that's perfectly fine.
Seeing as how Larissa said somebody might be pissed off if we butt with it, I'm of the camp that we just leave this thing alone.
Yeah.
Fine. There's something up under the line, then let's go.
If something attacks us afterwards, we'll deal with it then. But for now, I guess we
I'm
leave
gonna
it be.
hellish repeat his ass if it does.
All right.
I guess
All
we
right,
should
are
just
we
move
in?
on.
Okay, what's the vote here? Are we voting murder or are we voting leave it alone?
So leave it alone.
And leaving it alone.
Leaving it
All right.
alone.
Yeah, let's
The
move
party
on.
is spoken. We leave it alone.
We got it. And together.
Are we able to?
Okay.
Are we able to at least take a rest here so that the people that are exhausted can have somewhat of a break, and then I can make some snacks for future combat?
You would. You can take a short rest at most. Maybe not a long rest to get rid of the exhaustion. It's more of looking about at the snow. This definitely isn't the most ideal of situations or environments to kind of take a little bit of a nap and such.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to stay here.
Yeah, me either.
Short rest
much-
might be fine because I at least have snacks to help them later.
I
I
would.
think it works on a short rest.
I think so, actually. Yeah, pretty sure. Works on a short rest.
Yes, it's a short rest.
All right. So, the question is, you guys can take a short rest, or you can continue on. Choice is yours. So, whether you want to stay in the snow or push.
Would it help
with the
with the heat
exhaustion.
exhaustion?
Not really. I'll tell you what. I'll give you. Yeah, I'll tell you what. Because it's snowing and all that such, if you take a short rest, I'll let you guys roll your Constitution saving throws again, and you'll do it with advantage. It's not a guaranteed, but it is definitely super helpful.
It is an offer.
I could.
Yeah.
That sounds dope. I can get snacks out of it. I get to make snacks and they can have a chance of like losing it. But I also want these snacks just in case something attacks us.
All right.
And short rest over here.
Fair enough, fair enough. All right. As you do. So, as the party begins to get ready for the likes of a short rest. All right, here's what you guys can do. Is anybody, well, I assume you guys are all keeping watch and nobody's like falling asleep or anything. But
Yeah.
here's what we'll do. We'll handle the rolls first and then we'll handle who's doing what in the meantime. So, Larissa, or actually, we'll come back to Larissa in a second when they get back. But Resnick, make a...
No, I'm still here.
Oh, perfect. Well, here, we'll just
Who's
start
an
with
Amazon guy. I got very disappointed.
Here, we'll start with Resnick and then we'll work our way down. Make a Constitution saving throw. Do it with advantage.
Let's see here. Pop up. Pop up, please.
Then same thing with you, Devlin. And same thing with you, Larissa. 17. All right. But Resnick, as you kind of are resting for a bit, trying to adjust from the likes of the heat to more of a sort of cooler nature and environment, you're able to succeed, and you feel a lot better after a bit of time. You lose your exhaustion. Larissa, the same thing for you, as the chain begins to cool yourself rather than almost burning you alive. You're able to succeed, and Devlin, you're not necessarily wearing too much armor. You don't have much to sort of work with. You more so feel cold rather than anything, but it's definitely far from the likes of the heats and being exhausted and barely able to breathe. You also are able to resist your exhaustion. As it all fades away, here's what I need from you, Dara, for your chef feat. I need you to, where is it? There we go. I always forget how much it is.
1d8.
Yeah. Wait, is it 1d? Hold on. Oh yeah. Wait. Any creature eats the experience with one more hit dice regain. That's fine. Okay. So is everybody eating the treats that Dara makes, and what are you actually making, Dara?
Let's see. Let's just say I have a whole bunch of stuff stored that I brought with me, and I'm just making tiny sugar sticks. So I'm just gonna make the D&D equivalent of churros.
Fair enough. Fair enough. As you do,
Yum.
as you begin to start biting down, chowing down for a bit, is anybody else eating them as well?
Larissa will.
I will.
I will.
All right.
That's actually why I asked, because I'd rather everyone be at full health when we try to attack the big bad.
All Alright, it's 2 health. Alright. As you do. So Katarina, Herbert, and Devlin, are you?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
why not?
Alright. As you do, you bite down into it, and it's actually a lot better than you anticipated. You feel regenerated, rejuvenated, and almost energized for a moment. You all gain 2 temp HP from it.
Ooh.
Damn, Dara, these things are good. Got some
Okay,
skills.
now
in
it'll take
this.
2 guns to kill me.
Let's see, and at the end of the short rest, any creature who eats the food or spends 1 or more hit die to regain hit points gains an extra 1d8 hit points. So after the short rest ends, Larissa gets to roll for an extra 1d8.
Mm-hmm. I don't think, no, it just regains it. Everybody's at full health, but Larissa isn't, so yeah, she can roll for that d8 to bring herself back up. Same thing with you, Resnick.
Yep.
All right.
So you roll an extra 1d8 after your short rest.
Ooh.
HP, hey, we will take that. We will take that. All right, 7 HP. All right, Larissa, you are good. And yeah. So while this is sort of happening, is there anything you guys are saying or talking about, or are you just keeping watching it straight up silent while you're chomping on some churros?
If possible, I'll try to like look around and see if I can't come up with like any sort of idea to help like keep them cool once we leave the snowy area. If it seems like we'll run back into like the normal expected temperature.
Easy enough. As you do, everybody make a perception check for me. And Katarina, while you're kind of looking around for anything to kind of help out with the likes of keeping them cool, it's not much. Consider actually using a couple of the leaves to kind of sort of warm them up or do something, but it's not the greatest sort of thing. Your brain kind of goes through like multiple ideas that could possibly work before eventually your eye begins to get drawn towards this. You all see a figure beginning to or sort of fly over towards you, small in nature. Begin to get ready, running your weapons just in case. And you look over, they seem to be sort of kind of just soaring around, flying about. And they seem to have something in their hands. Looking closer towards them, everybody rolled that 20. You'd see as they're a sphere, kind of like a spirit. You look over and your eyes narrow. You see the likes of a tiny, tiny individual just sort of floating about, minding their own business. You see this individual. You kind of seem to be just sort of flying around, looking about, or they kind of look over towards you, and then they eventually look over towards this little area. Small in nature, you see as the spirit seems to have a jacket of the swords, a little massive maw and hammer, and a giant purple eye amongst it. See as they look over towards the area for a second. Then they look over towards you. What would any of you say or do?
Hello? You're peculiar.
Insight check this sucker, because I don't trust this creature.
What are you trying to insight them for? Like, what are you looking for specifically with the insight check? And I got you.
Malice.
Malice. All right, make an insight check.
All right. I don't know this creature, but I also don't trust it. So roll for insight. Oh yeah, I have -1 to that.
7.
Ooh.
That hammer, a little frightening. You're not entirely sure what they are or what they're all about. No malice, but can't be too sure.
Fair enough.
Having a hard time reading them. We'll see as they look over and they kind of just begin to start hovering over for about. And where you guys kind of place the likes of the leaves back, you'll see as they begin to sort of start digging into the likes of the leaves for placing their hand onto the likes of sort of strange icy tone or tomb. Is anybody else doing anything?
Herbert hasn't been paying attention at all. He really just wants to take a look at this cactus over here.
You look over towards the cactus. It's a cactus.
Awesome.
This creature just like floated up. Are they doing anything in particular, or are they just like there, like patrolling?
They are taking the legs of the leaves and moving them out of the way, and then looking towards the icy tome that you guys just reburied.
Hey, what are you? What are you?
You look over towards them, and do you approach and say this?
Yeah. I'm just not at the computer to move myself forward right now.
You got it. You gotta move yourself over, and as you do, you see as they kind of point towards their face, and they kind of give a no motion as they kind of like try to make a I can't speak sort of motion.
Huh.
They
How
look
about
over-
this? I'll use my telepathy. Hi?
1 second, please.
Oh no. My achy breaky heart. Just.
Yeah,
I can't tell you how sad this all is for me.
Katarina, hold that thought. I'll be right back. Meanwhile, while that's happening, Devlin and Resnick, what are you two doing?
Just talk. I don't think Devlin's ever really inquired about Resnick's yokai before. I'm gonna say, hey, this thing got a name, like an official name?
I have been calling them Asu. They really didn't know what a name was at first, so yeah, I had to give them one.
Yep, that's right. You met that thing in the cave, right?
Yep. You were there for that. I remember. It was...
I was.
I don't want to talk about
mean,
the cave.
Yeah, let's not talk about the cave. Hey, things got a little hairy back there. If the other me should show up, don't let him do anything crazy, okay?
I'll do my damnedest. I think I'm just sorry. I'm just trying to make up from before the cave and just being like otherwise perceptive if these guys can handle it. Just making sure nothing's coming in.
Making sure that nothing's coming into like
or where our follower might be.
Gotcha. Looking over and around, it seems to be the follower is gone. It's harder to kind of see them. Looking around, you don't see them in the distance, kind of where they were. You definitely have made a huge amount of progress before them, but you still can't really be too sure. As this is sort of happening, if there's anything else you guys are doing, if not, we'll head over towards Larissa and Dara. So, Larissa and Dara, is there anything that you two are talking about or doing?
Honestly, outside of admiring my churros, I'm just being hyper vigilant of the thing that I couldn't decipher. I'm like, okay, no malice, but I still don't trust it.
All good.
Larissa's focusing on this strange feeling.
All right. With that is that then. No answer. Unlucky. You look over.
Wait, what do you mean no answer?
No, not you. I
Oh.
look over, and Katarina, as you begin to cast telepathy on them, will see as nothing. You don't get any thoughts from them. It seems to be a strange shielding about them, almost blocking the
It
light
has
of the spell.
mental shields? That's stupid.
So they don't think. Uh-oh.
I tried to see if the player was there. The player is not available right now.
Well, if you're able to nod or shake your head, are you at least not gonna like do something destructive?
You'll see as they shake their head now. They'll begin to sort of point to themselves and point to the sort of tome or tomb.
What, is this your house or something?
They shake their head no. They point up.
Okay, can someone re-inform me of what a yokai is supposed to be? It's a spirit, right?
Nah, it's not this. You know these are individual, or this thing right here specifically is like one of these spirits, like one of the builder spirits from earlier. Not a yokai though.
Got it.
To help him out a little bit, can I like just claim it's like a heroic spirit or something?
Say it again.
Using divine like whatever, divine intuition, can I just claim it like a heroic spirit or something?
Probably not. But what it will say or do is it'll kind of look over towards you, Larissa, and it'll just stare for a moment. A little bit too long. Its eyes will actually change to an astral light for a moment before eventually it will kind of shake out of it. You'll see as the spirit will begin to continue forth, and as they do, they will begin to place their hand along the lights of the sort of tomb for a moment. As they brush it across for a second, you see as their hand begins to grow an icy sort of hue. They'll smile for a moment, and they'll begin to look over towards you. All of you begin to kind of do a motion that kind of says, go, run, go off. They kind of seem to grab the legs of their hammer, not necessarily in a hostile sort of thing, but more so, it's a motion that you can probably sense that it's more so they're protecting it.
Okay, that makes sense.
All right, well, you heard it, or didn't hear it, but saw it. Let's get out of here.
I can agree to this.
They look over towards you and they got Herbert, and they kind of nod.
Yeah, let's get going.
Yes.
It's time to go.
Yes, please.
Yep. We can keep moving.
What's that? You guys get up and get the fuck out.
Yeah.
I get up and get the fuck out, yeah.
All right, fair enough.
This place doesn't have any sentimental value to anyone, watching or something. I don't know.
As you do, you look over, you all begin to gather forth, and you get the fuck out. You all walk up, and you begin to continue on with the likes of your adventure. One by one, as you gather forth, let me drag your characters over here, and you all begin to continue. You'll see as the individual begins to put their hammer at ease for a moment, and as they look about for a second, you'll see as once one little thing. Resnick, make a perception check on your way out. Or probably not Resnick, this would actually be Larissa specifically. Larissa, make a perception check for me. Are you here?
Yes, I'll make a perception check. I gotta run upstairs.
All good. I'll tell you what, it's all good. Resnick, you can make it for me instead.
Thank you.
And
I'm
5.
sorry.
All right, good. So, with a 25 on perception, you look over and about, and as you do, you see as the spirit is sort of going about trying to protect the legs of this area. Eventually, as you all leave, their shoulders sort of slack for a moment. They exhale. You see as something bizarre begins to approach them. Notice as two massive angelic wings begins to sprout for a moment. One white, the other one almost completely astral. Seemed to be a woman of the sorts. Long white hair with blue sort of highlights and more. They begin to kind of grab the spirit almost by the hand, begin to sort of point up, begin to start motioning for it to continue on. Themselves, they look over towards you for a second before begin to vanish along with the spirits. Continue on for a bit. Confused. But not necessarily for the mission. Questions for another time. Now, to explain something to you guys more so out of game, what sort of this is, or this place, the significance of this place. This is none of the other individuals mentioned it, but this is the place where basically, oh god, this is. We'll start with this individual right here.
I said it was great.
It is great. You look over, and this is an individual who is a spirit of a previous character, a character in the likes of the Auroraverse, a player of the sorts. Their character ended up dying at this very spot, in the spot where Devlin was kind of looking at a little while ago. Specifically, they were killed by another player character. They were blasted by the likes of magic missiles and more, 3 after they were being possessed. Person or character this is also known as Spike. Person who killed them was an individual named Navro. Now, the significance of this is essentially once this whole event happened where one player killed another, it set the entire world on fire. Not literally, figuratively. All of a lot of the crazy Soulbound shenanigans, including which kind of led to a domino effect of why you guys are here, is because of this character dying specifically. They died in this very spot, in one of the campaigns, and more. And this is where the likes of actually Limbit's character helped bury them in the likes of the snow, as they worshipped the Frost Maiden, the goddess of winter and snow. You guys just stumbled upon a player's grave.
It was also like my greatest defeat, as I was supposed to keep her alive.
I love it. World building.
Do you really love it though?
So I was hesitant to have you guys
I'm
touch
very
it.
sad.
I was like, because I knew who made the two, and I know how pissed that character would be if someone were to disturb them.
So yeah, I was trying to see because you cast
Oh,
telepathy.
you know this person.
It's my character.
Oh right, then that sucks.
So
No,
I
my
was
character's
trying to
not
get
dead.
I was trying to get Cat or Quaint Cat, the player who played Spike. I was trying to get them to join the call if they could. Since you cast a telepathy on them, but yeah, they're just not available right now, so unlucky.
We love you, Cat.
I had it here just in case. Anybody cast it, speak with the dead, or try to speak with the spirit or anything like that. That could possibly happen, but unlucky. Oh, good. So, with that, as you all continue on with the likes of your travels, eventually you look over and up ahead and you spot the likes of the floating island. It towers you in size as it leaves an overcasted or an overlooming shadow about you. Darkness begins to grow and ensue, but this is what you all see. Ruins and debris about, frozen over sands and even bits of water from miniature oases or oasi, or however you would want to pronounce it. Looking about, it seems to be that this is the location, but the floating island above definitely is, well, a hole at the moment. But you do at least notice that the likes of there is debris for you guys to kind of be on. That said, as you all arrive to this sort of area, finally, the snow begins to pick up more and more. What do you all say and what do you all do?
I swear if this is another moose, I'm going to lose my mind.
I'm gonna start getting my fire ready to go because I don't have the patience for any more ice things.
All right. As you begin to ready your flame, begin to slowly burn up a little small fire bolts into your hands, Dara. As you begin to scout the area, you see as a fog is kind of building up it's harder to sort of see too much in front of you. Look around and about, and you almost lose the likes of your allies for a second the further you go away. Where you guys headed?
Let's. I was gonna say it's darker right now.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Yes.
Like just from the shadow. All right, I'm gonna produce flame like a torch. Hold my hand.
As you do. Cast produce flame for a moment. You see as it begins to light up into your hands. You see as Resnick is able to make a light for you all to kind of notice their position constantly. And as you do, look about and you see as the rocks begin to sort of shift for a moment. They start shaking, vibrating even. Looking about, you see up above Katarina as almost a surge, a striking of purple lightning begins to form on the island above. Starts surging for a second. Nothing happens though.
Thinking back. Everyone, I think
Another surge. Go ahead.
I was gonna say, everyone, try to find rubble that you can stand on. I'm pretty sure this is what they meant by explode.
Okay. This rock,
Yeah.
maybe.
Sure.
In fact, Katarina, make another perception check.
Watch me be wrong.
14. You look over, and as you're kind of yelling at people to sort of get onto the rocks, you see as the rocks themselves actually begin to start surging with a purple electricity for a second. They start sort of collecting. You notice as they actually start rising ever so slightly. It's almost only a couple of inches off the ground for a moment. You look over, and while this is happening, you see a shadow and go along with the fog. A second shadow. A third.
Interesting.
Katarina, you see as flying and whizzing past you, an arrow just almost nearly cuts off the likes of your horn. It strikes into the stone for a second.
Okay.
From the likes of the south.
Fucker's gonna die. Let's go.
Huh?
As you begin to ready yourself for combat or anything that begins to occur, you look over. Herbert, another arrow just flies and whizzes right past you, not striking you, but it aims itself, almost hitting one of your sort of axolotl headpieces and more before it eventually strikes the ground next to Devlin.
We should have killed him.
I could do without getting shot by arrows again.
Yep.
Killed who?
Well, there's arrows coming at us, so...
Who knows who could that be?
Is
Yeah,
it like
let's
a dense
see.
fog, or can we see?
It's hard to see through the likes of the fog and the snowstorm above. Looking about, you can make a perception check, Larissa.
Perception.
19. Looking around, you see as multiple almost moving shadows are shifting around the entire area. You look to your left, you see a shadow move. You look to your right, you see another one move. Above, about, all around you for a moment, these looming shadows for a second before darkness. Question, is anybody here a warlock? I do not believe so, correct? Nope. All right, well, here's what I'm gonna do then.
Uh-oh.
Oh boy. The entire area, all of your sight, goes dim. You see nothing. Utter darkness. You feel stuff wherever you are standing, but there is nothing to see or witness. Before you just hear a voice. Shit. Hello, my friends.
Son of a bitch.
It seems to be that, oh my goodness, that you all seem to be a little bit in trouble and such. The snowstorm getting the best of you. Looking above, well, looking all around more so. You all do not seem to be in the greatest of positions. Wow. Unfortunate. Who could have foreseen that? Now, we have, let's just say, a bit of a change of heart. I'll say this. You have a bit of time to do, what do we say? We only require you, because after you have sort of insulted us, sent multiple petty threats, I think that we show exactly what or why you shouldn't fuck with the council. We'll spare your lives, but just simply empty all of your pockets and all of your belongings and drop your weapons now. Besides, if you wish for a death, we can easily provide one. You won't even have to watch your own self bleed out.
Where does it sound like he's coming from?
Ooh, trying to use hearing? Alright, looking around about. Alright, is anybody else trying to use hearing to figure out where his where he
definitely
is?
doing that.
Yep.
Wait,
Perception.
I'm raising my hand.
All checks, I need
Raising my
perception
hand.
for me.
Guys, I
with
got something for this.
This is with disadvantage, everybody, so make sure to hold control, but you can certainly try. Let's see what you guys got.
Oh, it's a 9. I don't get it.
So,
9, 10. All right, not bad, Dara. Katarina with a 12. We're getting even better. 10. All right, Herbert, go ahead.
so my amphibian vision
I'm gonna
of
use
dark
high
vision doesn't
inspiration
work.
to
Yeah.
fix that.
Go for it. Roll one more time. This is a straight roll, so just click perception. And then go ahead, Herbert, one more time.
Oh, I was just asking about my dark vision. It doesn't help at all in this instant, does it?
Nah, this is... Well, I can't tell you what it is, but this would not help out.
Okay, coolio. That's all I needed to know.
I mean, that was not much better. Maybe like +1, but
As you look over Katarina and Dara, you get a general idea of where it's not coming from. It's not coming from the east, not coming from the south. It's either north, or excuse me, it's not coming from the east, it's not coming from the west. It's either north or south. Looking over at it, Resnick, you remember where the arrow sort of flew past? Calculate the length of the trajectory and more. Where it would have to come from. Get the sense that's coming from this general area, all the speaking and more, coming down from south.
You're gonna, by the way, you're gonna hear Larissa say, "Okay, fuck this," and she attempts to cast as a cantrip Word of Radiance.
As you do, utter out a word, and as you begin to utter out the divine word of slaughter and wrath, it emanates from you. But hold on, let me make sure I got.
It's
No
a light erupts. I can't see anything.
Nah.
because unless we got like a dispel magic or something like that, we
Yeah.
can't really.
I would
Do any-
advise
Oh,
you
wait
to
a minute.
probably hurry this up. It seems to be that we're having a little, or we're trying to get out of the snow, and you're making our day a little bit harder than it needs to be.
You're
So
making
fine.
it a little bit harder than it needs to be. Mockingly.
Do we have a general direction, or like, would we possibly know how many feet they are from us?
You're not entirely sure. It's more of the voice is getting closer and closer. It's kind of coming from a little bit of your right, Dara. Not entirely exactly specifically where. You'll look over and you'll see as the individual begins to speak and say, "All right, fine. It looks like we're going back to school. You have until the count of 5 to empty out everything in your pockets, or you will die, and we will cut you down. 1."
I
have an idea. It's a spell that doesn't require vision. However, you know, it might be a little rough on the party. If I
Well, let
aim
me
wrong.
see if there's like a limit to this. I cast.
For darkness?
Yes. Either we've been blinded or it's like we're encased in darkness. So let me cast Radiant Soul and try flying upwards.
As you begin to cast Radiant Soul, are you? Well, hold on. Before you do that, are you sure? Let's keep in mind, that would be considered a hostile action. They will definitely fire at you if you do so.
Katarina,
Can they even see me?
That's fair.
I assume
That is
we're the
fair.
only ones blind.
Wait, they can't see anything either?
If it's darkness, they can't see us either.
assume-
That's fair.
I have a okay. Can I ask the party to bear with me on something? I have an idea.
I'll hold up
I have a
to see what his idea is.
okay. I have
Go
a
for
spell
it.
that doesn't require vision. Nathayer's Mischief. It's a 20-foot cube and it causes very random effects. Rolls a d4, and if I use my bonus action to keep it up, or I can use my action to change the effects. It's basically I just need somebody with high enough wisdom to get to see how far away they are, and I can cast my cube because it doesn't require me to see.
I have an 18 in wisdom.
Okay. Are you able? DM,
I can
is
also
she
just
able to make a
fly up
perception?
and then look as well.
Wait, you can do that?
Yeah, I have wings. I can fly.
Yeah.
Holy could you do that, please, so that I know exactly where to throw this spell of like random effects? Mind you, one of them is hilarious. They're gonna smell apple pie and be charmed.
Oh,
As
that
being
would
to do
work
so-
so well.
As
I
being to do
also
so.
have-
Oh wait, go ahead. Before Lursa goes.
I was gonna say. I also had an idea. Katarina's gonna like start putting their hands in their bags as they take like they're not actually like walking forward. They're like moving forward to kneel on the ground and set their backpack down, like encouraging them to basically get closer to Katarina.
All right. As you
Hey,
do,
this
go ahead, Delvin.
I was gonna say this rubble that we're near.
Mhm.
How if we were to use it as cover, how much cover is it?
It
For
would
combat
be considered half cover.
Okay. Devil's gonna take cover.
All right, you got it.
Operation.
As you do. So, Katarina, you begin to walk over, trying to quote unquote empty the legs of your bag. As you begin to do so, all right, 2, 3, Larissa,
I'm emptying my bag.
you band for the likes of your wings. You fly upwards, and as you do, you look around as you begin to fly out of the magical darkness. Looking over, you see as there is one individual who seems to be looking over towards you, and their eyes go wide as the wings begin to bamf out and a divine light shines over all. You see
Divine demonic.
as this happens, you look over and you find yourself and all of your allies surrounded for a moment. You look above and you see the individual just on the edge of the darkness. And they seem to be walking even closer in. With that,
I
Larissa.
yell out the
Mhm.
direction the guy who's been taunting us is.
How far is he from me?
How far is he?
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. Roughly between 40 and 60 feet.
Okay, so if I walk, all right. So is he able to give me a direction to move forwards in? Because I only need 20 feet to cast a spell.
Probably
I
not
think you're
before
in the
this.
dark.
As you begin to fly up and make yourself very much clear and very much apparent to all of them, you see as mages from behind, they'll look over towards you and they'll get ready to conjure a flaming bolt.
Fuck these people.
Flames unfurl and they fly over towards
Wait, he has
you.
a range of 60 feet. The spell. It says target 20 feet cube and range of 60 feet. Is that
And
enough?
You guys can't see it. That's the thing.
Yeah.
And
Oh,
with
dang, this spell
that,
doesn't require vision.
you look over, and as the flaming bolt gets ready to strike over to you, Larissa, your souls are shackled, and the time for battle is now.
It's battle time.
I need each and every single one of you to roll for initiative. I'll add your
No.
tokens to the likes of
God,
your.
I've been
I will add your tokens to the likes of initiative, and we will see what's about to go down. Let me cast the sphere exactly on where it is. All right.
Let me find out where initiative is on here. I've never rolled it from the sheet directly.
Just your character sheet up top. It should be right next to your AC, to the right of your AC.
Okay, now I see it.
Get you all added. Resnick.
I think
And
this
you
is the
just-
one.
Alright. And let's do this. It's gonna be.
Did I roll? Did I not roll?
You just click on the actual INI, like the initiative, the abbreviation, and it should roll.
Okay. I think I just did 4.15.
Yeah.
Yeah. So much for a plus 2. Oh, it didn't add my plus 2.
It did.
It did? Because it says plus
Yeah,
0
it did.
on mod.
Alright.
It shows a plus
Okay,
2
now
for
I
me.
see it. Now I see it.
Not too far. Alright, so while that is going good, I'm gonna roll initiative for these lovely, lovely individuals that are not trying to kill you in the slightest. Fuck.
Not at all.
I feel like there was a bit of sarcasm there. I
Oh my
I
god.
feel like I can't see.
Oh, wait, whoops.
feel like I've been lied to, and this was a mistake.
Yes. Alright, so as is going off, roll initiative for these
Sebastian.
guys. They are good. Oh boy, here we go. Here we go. Alright, everybody has roll for initiative, correct? Yep, we are good. Alright,
Yep.
awesome. So, as this is, well, actually here, I'll describe this in just 1 second. Let me first get rid of this stupid Barbot crap. Alright, Barbot, get the fuck out. Boom. I need you to
Get
play
something
this.
more impressive.
Alright.
Battle
So
time.
as this is beginning to happen, you look over around, and Larissa, as you see the likes of the entire battlefield, you see the 2 major spheres that are darkening the likes of the area. You see as it is almost completely engulfed in shadow, as the individual is just only several feet away from it, but actually getting ready to sort of step in. They're getting ready to do so. With that, as they begin to, you notice as their form begins to start changing and shifting, their skin begins to change to more of a slightly dark, almost like a blood red for a moment, and their eyes begin to shine out for a minute. As they do, they look up towards you, and they look up over down towards the individuals in the darkness. They've spotted you, but now we'll have to see what happens next. Up above, however, as you're able to actually see what's going on, that purple electricity begins to strike again. We'll see what happens in a bit. All right, top of the round. We start with the likes of Resnick, Relcast. Katarina is next. You hear the likes of battle and war happening. People are getting ready to fire arrows off towards everything. They're shouting, they're screaming. Resnick, what would you say and or do?
Would I know the darkness area here? Or am I just confused on which direction's which?
You're confused on which direction's which. If you want to say that you want to move out, you can just roll a d4 and pick a direction. That would be where you would go.
Okay, I'm gonna try and get out of this.
All right, you're gonna want to look for it 2, or maybe even a 3.
Okay.
4. Oh man, that is the worst one. You picked the exact. I had it where it's 1, 2, 3, and 4. Resnick, you begin to just start walking further and further. 5, 10, 15, 20. You feel as if you're going further and further into the darkness before you stop.
I'm gonna make a blind shot. Then if I'm getting just stuck here,
All right, where are you trying to aim it at?
aiming at the guy that was talking.
Aiming towards where you're.
Stupid boss
Yeah,
guy.
you're able to sort of hear. All right, make it with disadvantage.
Yep, get that one. Roll.
Ugh. Natural
Ah.
1. You can't see, and you're not entirely sure where. You don't even fire the arrow off. As you begin to hear the likes of your allies, you begin to pull, but then you realize one fatal shot could mean the life of your companions. You begin to hold the bow back and continue on for another strategy. That's your action. You do have a bonus action, though.
I don't think I can do anything specific. Hold on, actually. I'm gonna do one. I might be able to do one thing. Nope, that's an action. I want to get. I can command Asi to try and leave. See if I can get him out of here, and he can maybe direct me with his words.
All right.
D4 for him, I'm guessing.
Yes.
Okay.
3, 1, or hold on, 1, 2, 3. You'll see as it begins to step out, and they can see. They look over,
Yeah.
and there is a bunch of bandit individuals surrounding all of you. What would you like them to do?
I just wanted him to speak in primordial just so I can hear him where he's going if he can see. Yeah, get direction in there.
We're surrounded. I went south and I was able to get out. But there's a big guy with a big arrow or bow and arrow pointed at me.
Alright. I'm just gonna tell him to run in the opposite direction.
Fair enough.
So maybe this way. And if anybody gets near you, bite them.
And you
Bite their
see
little
as-
ankles off.
And you see as you say bite them, they begin to start almost unfurling the legs of more and more of their rows and rows of jagged teeth as their eyes all dilate for a moment and they look over towards whoever their prey will be. All right, Resnick, is that your turn?
That'll be my turn.
All right, Katarina, you're up. Bandit's next, and then Devlin's
Alright.
after that.
With my bags and everything, like I have my bags, I'm just gonna kind of move them as I like try to like stumble forward this way in the direction I heard him. Is he still talking like right now?
He would look up and probably be saying, shit, fire, you fools, what are you doing?
Well, now that I can hear you, I think. You know what? Let's start off mild. I'm gonna guess which direction you're in, and I'm just gonna use my breath weapon.
All right, roll a d4.
Okay.
Oh no, I see you.
Uh-oh.
1. As we
Well,
begin
that's the way it came from, too, right?
Yeah. So that being no, I actually had it in a different way. So 1 or 2. As you begin to do so, you look over and you see as the individual begins to kind of see what you're doing. More so, this is out of game me describing. They see kind of what you're doing, and they'll begin to start moving over and kind of realize that you're using his voice to kind of see exactly where he is. As you do so, you unleash the breath weapon, and he jumps to the opposite side.
Oh. So I would have just like fired it this way then, I assume.
It would basically be the opposite way, kind of towards yeah, exactly right there. You hear a deafening crack as they begin to look over. Nice try. With that, Katarina, is that your turn? You definitely know where he is exactly now.
Well, now that you're here, you're within range. You leave, I know where you're going. I'll stay and play a game.
He sort of grunts and begins to look over towards you. Katarina, is that your turn?
Yeah, my bonus action, I'll pop out my wings.
All right, bonus action. The gem wings begin to slowly form, and as they unfurl, you look over as they begin to slowly start collecting themselves amongst your gem-like structure. All right, that's your action, bonus action. I assume that is it. Bandit's turn afterwards is going to be Devlin, then another bandit, then Larissa. All right, this bandit is going to look over, and they are going to fire probably at Larissa up above, who is flying about. They look over, and they will take a pot shot with their crossbow. It's an 11 to hit. That will miss. You're able to put up the legs of your shield as it strikes into it and does or has no effect. Next up in initiative, Devlin, what you got for us?
Was I able to discern where the captain's location was now?
Probably from now, you'd know that it's definitely south, and you kind of hear Katarina's voice going in that general direction. You can get a general idea of where it is. Not exactly. You still have disadvantage, but you can kind of move in that direction easily enough.
Sure. Okay. 1 second. Okay, yeah. Devlin's going to move in that direction. Say about right there. And I'm going to cast Mirror Image.
All right. As you begin to cast Mirror Image, you notice as 3 Devlins begin to start forming over and around you. To your left, to your right, and also behind you as they mimic each and every one of your movements. That the mirror image is cast, that is your action. You do have a bonus action though.
No, on that one, I'll just yeah. Can I prepare an action?
Yeah, you can ready in. Oh, you already used your action for mirror image, so probably not this turn.
Okay, that's fine. Yeah, so with that, I'll just end my turn.
Easy enough. Devlin, you ready yourself with all the mirror images surrounding you for anything to come. The bandits are going to look over, and they have nothing else to shoot. They're going to shoot Larissa, who is outside of the darkness. That is a natural 20. Jesus Christ. Oh. You see as the arrow strikes over towards you, and you're an easy target to hit as you make yourself known. It fires over and strikes you, dealing a total of 17 points of damage. With that, Max Fish will look over as this begins to happen. You see as the arrow is flying over towards you, and it begins to slowly burn away in hellfire and hellflame. And with that, Zale, aka Max Fish, will take away that natural 20, and you will take only normal damage instead. All right, you gain 8 HP.
Which is what?
That is going to be 9 points of damage instead of 17.
Jesus, thank you, Max.
All right, Larissa, you look over as the arrow is burned in hellflame for a moment. What would you like to do on your turn?
I believe I'm close enough. Oh yeah. She's gonna fly right towards this mage cast in darkness.
Yeah, you see as he's sort of concentrating for a moment, and as you fly over, the wings begin to take you with gracious speed.
And you're gonna see her aim her warhammer on her way to landing directly for the temple of his head.
As you do, swing forth and bash their skull in. Make an attack roll. 14 will hit. They are going to... They're gonna cast shield. They're going to cast shield as they see you getting ready to strike them down. As they do so, they look over and they begin to say, "Not yet, child. You're going
I'm
to
sorry, it is a bonus action War Priest."
Yeah! Make another attack as you channel your divinity and swing forth again, trying to break the shields. It's an 8. You got any inspiration to use?
I don't know. I haven't heard that I received any. Do I still have some from when I was Myra?
Yeah, you still do.
Then I'll use I'll use that one.
All right, go for it. One more time. 13. You swing forth, and as you do, you break a bit of the shield. You break away, and as it almost shatters, it seems to be that you're not able to get through the likes of this one. They chuckle and laugh for a moment, and they say, "Darkness will consume the likes of these sands, and then they will consume your soul." As they look,
consume your flesh.
As they begin to do so, you notice as the spirit begins to gather forth around you and begins to aid you in the fight. With that, Larissa, you do gain inspiration from chat, but you can't use it for this one. Larissa, that is your action and bonus action and your movement. Yeah, that is your entire go. All right. That is theirs. This individual. Oh, wait, hold on. They are not in the combat. I will get rid of them. Herbert, what would you like to do as you receive initiative? You are in utter darkness, but you can hear the likes of Nova, or not Nova, but Katarina unleashing a deafening, thunderous crack off to the southeastern sort of portion of where you are.
All right. Well, Herbert will idiotically move in this direction, not because he cares or anything, or is worried about party members. And I do believe he'll get, oh yeah, I'll need to wait. Get a Crimson Right ready.
All right, as you begin to do so, your weapon begins to light a flame as it burns away. Each and every one of you see as this, well, those kind of looking around eventually would notice the war or the little bit of cold is sort of fading away and the snow is actually melting for a bit. But Herbert, as you continue off, are you heading towards where you heard the sound?
Yeah, I'm heading towards Katarina if I can.
10, 15, yep, you can. All right, you still swing with disadvantage, but you can try to make an attack roll towards the individual.
Why not? Let's go for it.
All right, swing. Let's see what you can do.
All right, let me target. Huh, teehee.
And this is control for disadvantage.
Oh,
22,
well.
that will hit, but one more time, just because of the disadvantage. 19 still gonna be able to do it. They look over, and as they're kind of focusing on Katarina with what they're going to do, they don't necessarily notice Herbert sneaking up onto them. And as you bring out the flaming hammer, striking into them, you'll see as they begin to almost go flying for a second, as you deal 5 points of damage, plus an extra 4 points of flaming fire damage. It burns away a bit of their flesh. With that, Herbert, that is your action. You do have, that was your bonus action. That was your movement. That is your turn, I believe, unless there's anything you'd like to say or do.
I think that's it, yeah.
All right, Bandit's turn. They're going to look over and they're going to send a arrow towards Asayu. They'll strike over and they'll unleash the arrow, trying to fly over and strike one of their eyes. That is a 10 to hit. That will miss. That's their go. Next up in initiative, you'll see as one of the individuals is going to, probably just rush over towards Larissa. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. They're going to rush over and they're going to fire a crossbow bolt towards her.
Do they have disadvantage because they're so close?
No. I don't think so. Let me make sure. Close ranges.
I know there's like a range that like they start.
It's only within 5 feet.
Yeah.
That
Is
they
it
do
only?
in range.
Okay.
Yeah. So that is a 22 hit, 2 points of damage, as this one just sort of nicks you right onto your ankle as they try to fire it forth, but they fire a little bit too low. All right, Mage's turn. This individual is going to look over and they are going to, Mages will use it. Never mind. They will do nothing. They will take, or they will basically just maintain concentration doing what they're doing. That is what they're using their action for this spell. All right, Bandit's turn. This individual is going to look over and they are going to, probably same song and dance. They'll probably yell out, "Captain! They're taking out the mages, we need to protect them!" And with that, as they will do so, they will look over, take a bit of cover, and they're gonna fire over at Larissa. Again, they're the only person they can see.
Man, I am just taking all these shots.
9, you see as you have the shield, you're kind of blocking arrow after arrow, striking into the shield. That is their go. Next up, is another bandit, if I can find my mouse, there we go. All right, after this bandit, it's another mage, and then it's you, Dara. All right, this bandit is going to do the same thing. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. They'll climb up to here, and as they do so, they'll just almost lunge and just rush over, jumping off the stone and try to strike into you. All right, this is gonna be with a scimitar. That's an 11. That will miss. You're able to see as they jump over and they're able to just barely miss as they trip it, or not necessarily trip and fall, but they stumble a bit and strike into the sand. That's their go. Mage's turn. All they can do is they have to maintain concentration on that, so that is what they will do. Dara, you are up. What would you like to do? Oh, actually, I think Christian is still gone, so they're going to be taking. Oh, never mind. Are you back?
Yeah, I can but not a computer. So, can I just use the dodge action, or can I hide since we're all in darkness?
Oh yeah, you can do that. You will be taking the dodge action. All right, Dara, that is your
Cool.
go. Bandit's turn. All right, this individual is going to look over, and with that, they're going to get ready to fire off another scimitar, or excuse me, fire off another crossbow bolt towards them, towards Larissa. That's a 17 to hit, 2 points of damage. That will just barely miss. Barely miss. As they fire off this crossbow bolt, they'll look over and they'll look up. Captain! We got an issue! Another purple surge of lightning. You see up above Larissa as the floating island explodes above your heads. You see as debris begins to start falling, crashing down. Rocks, stones, dirt, ores, minerals, and more all begin to plummet down to the earth. And as they do, you see as it soars, striking into the ground, striking into individuals. I need everybody, including all the enemies, they're gonna need to make some dexterity saving throws as all the debris begins to start piling on, striking into individuals flying by. All right, this is gonna be for
Question.
the. Go ahead.
Do I have advantage because I currently can fly?
No.
Eh, okay. That's
Alright,
right.
so it's gonna be bandits their turn. Saving throw. Natural 20 for this sector, bottom sector. 13, that will succeed, bottom right. 19, they will succeed, top right. They will fail. Alright, this is gonna be fun. And what do we get for everybody else? Katarina, that's a success. Herbert, that is barely a success. I need dexterity saving throws from everybody else. I'll take 2d4 bludgeoning damage.
You know, can I use that inspiration?
Remember, you only have. Oh, yeah, I got another inspiration. All right, that is a reroll for you. Resnick, you are good to go.
I wish
Oh no!
Larissa,
someone
not
out there
so-
is not liking me today.
Not so much. Larissa, you take 5 points of bludgeoning damage, but
Oh,
also
that's not that bad.
the mage will also take 5 points of bludgeoning damage. He's also going to make a concentration check.
Yay!
That is
Aw.
a 12. He will maintain concentration.
God damn it.
Just barely. Just barely. Also for this one, he's going to. Oh, wait, whoops. Not the 6. He takes the same amount of damage. It's 5 points of damage. He's also going to make a concentration check. 19. They will maintain concentration for now. That is their go. All right, Resnick, you are up. What would you like to say or do?
Alright, so I heard all this happening in the south.
Mm-hmm.
I would head that direction. Yeah. Does that get out of the darkness, I'm thinking, at that point?
Yes, you would. You would actually be
Okay.
able to see the individual as they're kind of in the midst of the darkness, but their eyes are sort of shifting and more. It seems to be that they can actually see. Also, real quick, the individual, the captain, is not an initiative. Let me add them first, and then I will take their turn because they would have had it already. So let me just take this real quick. All right, so before that, let me move you back over here, just to be fair. They're going to look over and they're going to unleash a flurry onto Herbert and Katarina, striking at them each with a scimitar or a dagger. They're going to make 3 attacks towards you. They're going to first make 2 attacks towards Katarina, who pissed them off earlier, and then they're going to send a
Yay.
dagger directly towards the likes of Herbert. First attack, that's a 12. That will miss,
Misses.
I will believe. Yep. Second attack, they'll send the scimitar over as they strike
Yeah.
towards your leg and then try to strike over towards your neck. You're able to dodge out of the way, just feeling the winds and the motion of something moving before you. As you dodge out of the way, they're going to send a dagger and just try to stab you in the face, Herbert. That is a 22
Oh,
hit,
one that
5
hit.
points of damage. They don't actually jab it into the likes of your forehead or skull, but they're able to draw a bit of blood onto your cheek as they are able to strike into you. All right, Herbert, that is the bandit captain's turn. That is their go. Resing, now you can take your turn.
Okay, so now I would go over here. And with that, I'm correct. Gonna cast Hunter's Mark on the big boss guy here.
You got it.
And I would probably just start trying to hit him with all the short sword fury I can.
All right, go for it. Make your attack roll. $23 to hits, 5 points of damage. That is going to do it. As you strike
wait,
into him. Oh, also at the D6. You're right. You're right.
It'd be the D6 targeted foe as well. And I could, and I'm just making sure here. Attack. My Asu friend Junior here can also add another D6 fire damage to it.
Add all of it. Let's see what you got.
So it's a D6, D6, and a D4.
Ooh, double ones.
Nah.
Snake eyes. But 5 points of damage will definitely be added to it. Also, let me make sure the other 5 was added. It was not. As you strike into him, you'll see as Asu begins to send out a flaming bolt over towards them, striking into the individual. You'll see as they begin to burn and look over, and now they find themselves surrounded. With that, Resnick, is that your turn?
I think that's all I can do for this turn.
All right, next up, Katarina. What you got?
I can't currently see. I know he's right here. But I also just heard him get hit, I'm assuming. So I'm
Mhm.
pretty sure my friends are nearby. I'm gonna fly up until I'm out of the circle.
All right, as you
At this
fly up,
point,
they will use their reaction to take an attack of opportunity towards you. They're going to send it with the scimitars. They try to cut towards your legs. You're too fast. As you use your wings, you blow with a huge gust on the individual away from you for a second. And as you do so, you go up to 30 feet. Even just by using the 15 feet, you are free and out of the darkness. You look over and you see as Larissa is off to the side trying to strike down some of the mages, and she is in the process of being surrounded. What would you do?
I would move my 15 that I can just this way, or let's see, I was here, so 5, 10, 15, right here, still above the clouds, looking over. Fuck it, I'm gonna action dash.
All right.
If it affects what
Yeah,
you're
I'm
about
just
to
gonna
do,
go 5.
she does look like she's having the time of her life right now.
Fair. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. And you know what? I'll go 5 feet lower, so I'm, I think, 10 feet above the ground now.
Yep, 10 feet.
Cool. And I'll just wave to them. Hi, guys. Is it my turn?
As you do so, you fly over towards them with breakneck speed. They look over towards you as now it was an angel and now a dragon has approached them. They begin to turn their focus and they share it, or they share to try to split the damage between the both of you. But now, that is their go. Katarina, that is your turn. We look towards the bandits, then Devlin. All right, this bandit is going to look over and they're going to reach over as they begin to take cover. They're going to fire over towards Resnick and see what they've got. There's going to be a short bow. 10 will miss as it flies wide. You're able to dodge out of the way, striking it as it strikes into the sand. Devlin, you are up.
All right, so now I can see the bandit captain, right?
Mm-hmm.
Or a better, yeah. Okay, good.
Yeah, a lot better, yeah.
Right. Yeah. Devlin's going to cast Chaos Bolt on the captain.
Nice. As you begin to do so, conjuring all the chaos energy of the weave itself into one singular bolt. 15. You fire it over towards them. That is going to just barely hit them, striking with 17 points of damage. And what damage type will that be? You rolled a 6 and a 7.
So that is going to be. Let's do poison.
As this happens, you strike them over and you see as their entire form and chest almost begins to start deteriorating for a moment. These noxious green fumes begin to start boiling over for a moment, and you see as they begin to start coughing and hacking as they take the brunt of that 17 points of damage. They spit out a bit of blood and almost start writhing in pain as they are near death. Devlin, is that your turn, or do you got anything else?
That is my action. Also, does that
I
do you
believe
need
it
to roll?
would. Also, because yeah, the mirror image, you need to roll twice.
Oh boy. Okay.
Here we go. Embrace the chaos, my friend. It's time.
Wait,
Yeah.
mirror image can attack?
No. So
No.
it's for wild magic surge.
Oh,
PTSD just went across Ellenbit's face.
Yeah. So you see, as Devlin hits the captain with the chaos bolt, all the bits of energy he used for the attack, they start to surge around him as he basically kind of pops, and it's too much for him to hold. Do I need to roll the D100 or?
Yes, unless you want me to. So roll 2d100,
That's
and
fine.
you can ignore that concentration check.
2D100. Oh no.
46. Oh boy. And then one more.
what the hell?
Oh no. Is it no fucking way? Is it this again? Nah. Oh, okay, all right. It's not that one. It's not that one.
Oh, it's not Hell
Oh
Portal?
no.
Whew.
Roll a d6 for me.
Oh, sure.
Oh, that's never good.
All right. Devlin, while you're doing, oh boy, this is the funniest narrative. As you begin to do so, you see, you cast the spell of mirror image, and you notice as you begin to start walking and walking, you start floating, start levitating up above. And as you levitate further and further, rise above the likes of the darkness, my friend. And you are able to see as you cast levitate, centered specifically on yourself. As this happens though, you look around and you are not alone. You see as, wait, hold on. You see as the strange sort of squid-like creatures with disc heads begin to start forming all around you. You see as they begin to start speaking out, like, hold on, actually, can they even speak? I don't know if they even have a language or if it's just themselves.
Telepathy, but
Hold on, I think it's...
if I'm thinking what it is.
Does anybody here understand Undercommon?
I think so.
Well,
No one
regardless,
takes Undercommon.
you
Wait,
just
wait,
hear...
hold on. I might.
As they just will begin to start forming around, and they begin to look over, and they will start rushing away as you see 5
Flumps.
flumps
Hilarious.
begin to start forming all around you, and they begin to start sprinting, flying with a fucking fury away from you, Devlin.
Hilarious.
Oh boy, they're gonna join initiative now.
Oh my god.
Wow. Wait, what color are they?
They're yellowish and blue.
Okay. Yeah. So before
they're
Devlin
hot.
takes his turn, ends his turn, he's gonna grab at his eye, and you'll hear him utter, "Devlin, embrace it. Let me out." And then I end my turn.
That, as you end your turn, ready yourself for what's to come. But next up, we have a bandit, then the bandit captain. All right, this bandit is going to look over towards Katarina and see as the fight is being taken over there. 5, 10, 15, 20. They're going to just sort of jump over as they see the debris striking them down nearly. They take the crossbow and fire it over towards you. We'll see if they're able to hit or not. Crossbow.
Oh, thank you.
15, that will miss. That will miss. Barely. AC is 16. All right, that is their turn. Bandit captain. They're going to look over and they will just begin to scream as these flums begin to look over. Blah, blah, blah. And they look over. What the fuck? And they just strike over in a flurry. They're going to send an attack roll towards one of the flumps. It's going to be with the scimitar. 11 to hit. That will miss. You'll see as their tendrils will actually start wrapping around their sword before they take out this dagger and just stab them, killing the individual with 7 points of damage. They will die, they will fall. They'll look over and they're gonna just start swinging wildly. You must have been the cause of this. And they'll just slice over towards the likes of Resnick. All right.
I like how this man.
cause.
That's a nat
we don't.
one. All right, Resnick,
If we
how
don't
you
kill
dodge
him,
this?
if we don't kill him, Raven will.
Ah, can I just be like, can I just knock it out of his hand? I want to knock it out. Like, nope.
You can knock it out of his hand.
I just want to be like, nope, I didn't cause this. Sorry.
As you do, we send the dagger flying. It strikes into the sand. Fuck, shit. And with that, that is the captain's turn. We turn towards Larissa. What you got for us?
This motherfucker's gonna use shield again, isn't he? Let's see. Do I got something he can't? Fuck it, I'll just swing at him again.
All right, swing forth. See what you got.
I cannot roll today.
Ah, 6. That's not gonna do it. It's not gonna do
Bonus action.
it. The agony.
Section
Let's-
Whales of the Grave.
Whales are the one who can't roll. Bonus action, War Priest again.
All right. You swing forth as you begin to feel the rage of Mogus brewing up inside you, almost like a raging storm.
If this doesn't work, I'm gonna throw down this weapon and just start bite attacking.
Do it.
Oh
Oh,
my
no.
god!
Throw the weapon out. Throw the weapon out. Yeah, you only have
I tossed the weapon.
you only have a +1 to hit. Yeah, you only got 13 strength. Yeah, it's not your go for this. You swing forth with Warhammer, and you see it's not necessarily working. You toss it off to the side. Action and bonus action. Larissa, is that your turn?
Yes. However, I'm just you can see like her seething with rage as her skin is actually beginning to turn red.
All right. With that is your go. Herbert Wells, what you got for us?
Boy, oh boy, how swell. I would like to, strike him again with my little hammer, if
All right.
I may.
As you do, you take out the flaming hammer and get ready to strike into them, killing them.
Herbert.
I believe. I didn't believe hard enough. That is a natural 1 for a 5. Herbert,
Wait,
what?
I have inspiration.
Roll it now. Roll it now.
It won't matter.
21.
Oh,
doesn't
yeah!
matter today. 6 points of damage plus a D4. Herbert Wells, how do you want to kill this big bandit bastard?
Automatically, just like, I don't know how tall the bandit captain is, but I think that Herbert would aim directly for his heart.
You can easily reach over for it. You get ready to aim towards it. Describe how you feel. Do you just bludgeon it?
Wait a second.
Essentially.
Yeah, literally just bashing in his ribcage into his heart.
Jeez, as you begin to do so, you bash one after another, multiple strikes before they fall down dead and they begin to cough up blood. They are dead and defeated. You see as the right takes them. With that, they're burning away. Herbert Wells, that is your action. You do have a bonus action.
Yeah, I think that's it.
All right, that's your turn. We go to the next individual. Bandit's turn. They're going to look over and they're going to take another shot at Asiu, and that'll be their go. Short bow attack. 7 will miss. We go towards the mage. Mages are going to keep using their action to concentrate. Bandit's turn. This one is going to look over, and as they do, they're probably going to look over and see the flump that just flew out, and probably going to be like, what the fuck is that? They're going to rush over. Huh?
It's the flump or like 2 humanoid creatures with wings.
They're looking over and I don't know what the fuck that is, but I don't like it. They're gonna fire at the flump. 10 to hit, 7 points of damage. It misses. You see as the flump begins to look over, as it flies over its through its kind of like a eye socket. It's kind of like a for American football field goal. You see as it looks over towards it, and then it turns red and starts barreling towards the bandit. All right, that's its turn. All right, bandit turns over here. This one is going to look over towards the likes of Larissa, and as they do so, they're going to get ready to just stab them with the scimitar. 15 to hit, that will miss. You're able to block it with your shield. Mage over here, they're going to use their action to concentrate. Dara's turn. What would you like to do, Dara?
I guess he's still hiding.
Stand by. I just got home. I'm headed upstairs now.
All good. You want me to delay your turn for a second?
Yeah, just delay my I'm still surrounded like in utter darkness, yeah?
Yeah, no one's been able to get out of the darkness yet. They're trying to kill the
Fair
mages,
enough.
but they're not able to do so. All right, this
Yeah,
individual,
just
they're gonna
delay mine. I'll be back.
All right, this individual is just going to look over and they're gonna just fire at Katarina for another one. They're gonna start building up. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. As they do, they rush over through the likes of the stone, striking down upon them. Short bow. That is a 12. That will miss. Flying over, it just strikes into your scales. Ineffective. All right, this guy over here, they're going to, I think they already took their turn. I don't know why I'm out of initiative. All right, so whenever Dara's back, they will take their turn immediately. But for right now, everybody, I need you all to make dexterity saving throws as more and more of the rocks are striking down into you all. It seems to be now they're becoming
I'm
even
here.
more potent.
I am officially here.
All right, here we'll handle the dexterity saves, and I got you, Dara.
My dice
Alright,
are
let me make one too.
cursed.
6, that's gonna fail. Larissa, that will fail. Resnick, that'll succeed. Devlin, that'll succeed. Let me mix them for the bandits. All right, this is everybody in this area. Bandits will succeed. Mage will succeed. Mage over here
Did I click a dex save already?
will succeed. God damn, these guys are rolling hot. Did you make one? You did not. And this for the bandits over here. 13. Good lord, they are freaking living today. And 8. They will fail over here. All right. So with that, that's 2d4. No, you didn't, Katarina. It's gonna be 7 points of damage to the bandits off to the side as they begin to get pelted with more and more of the rocks. 14. All right, Katarina, you're good to go. I think that is everybody, unless I'm missing anybody. Missing Dara. I got you. Dexterity save. No, that will fail. You'll take the 2d4 points of damage. 4 points. All right, but before you do that, all right, Dara, what would you like to do on your turn in initiative as more and more of the rocks are striking down? You actually see as a building nearly collapses, striking off to the side, an explosion begins to occur. And with that, it is your go.
Okay, I still can't see anything, so can I just go about 30 feet, forward? Or can I just follow the, I'm touching the rock wall. Can I just follow the rock wall forward for 30 feet with my hand on it?
Yep, as you do, begin to follow forward, and you're able to see an entire war zone emerge as you look over and come out of the darkness.
Okay, an entire war, oh, so I'm out of the darkness. Awesome! So many freaking bandits. Okay, so I am going to start with my spells because I don't have the patience for any of this. Let's see, I have vision spells. This one's a 30-foot line, a 40-foot line. Oh, okay. So I want to cast Nathar's Mischief.
Ooh, okay. What does that spell do? I forgot about that one. That one's from way long ago.
It's from Fizzbands.
Gotcha. All right, casting it in a 20-foot cube. You got it. Cast the spell where you wish.
All right. Let's see. So I am going to cast it. Dexterity saving throw. Oh, okay. Let's see. It's supposed to roll the d4. I'm going to cast this cube right. Hold on. Let me move this out of the way because I'm able to see people right now. Okay. Here, this cube. I have to roll the
d4. Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna roll me a d4 now. I wish there was a better way to see these. Okay.
Yeah, it is annoying, but yeah, you can just roll for that.
Okay, here we go. Dara, roll me a d4. Is this the log? Yeah, there we go. Okay, Nathar's Mischief. D4. Where is it at?
Oh, you can just bottom right. Yeah, there you go. All right, so they're gonna need to make a dexterity saving throw. I got you. Dex save 10 for him. He will fail. As for this guy, that's a 3. He will also fail. As this begins to happen, a bouquet of flowers begin to appear all around both of these individuals as they sprout out in a fury, begin to start blinding and almost restraining the individuals for a time as they cannot see past their faces with these flowers spraying water directly at them, striking them, infuriating them. Dara, with that is your action. You do have a bonus action.
Let's see. Let me check my bonus actions over real quick. Ooh, Searing Smite is a bonus action, but that's only a 5 feet. Oh wait, no. Dragon's Breath.
So, also, I should mention this. There is a thing for any sorcerers in the likes of PA. I do have this homebrew rule where no class can cast basically like 2 spells in one turn. However, a sorcerer can go past that rule. They can cast 2 leveled spells in one turn. That is perfectly fine. That's basically
I can cast 2 leveled spells in one turn?
Yes, that is a homebrew rule for Aurora and for sorcerers. You're helping them out.
That's beautiful, and that means Hold on, let me see. Because in that case, whew. All right, let's see. Let me make sure that I'm not using 2 concentrations though, because that'd be. But if I am,
You
okay,
would be.
spellbook.
You would be.
Okay, I would be because Dragon's Breath is concentration. Because I don't have. Okay, you said I can cast 2 leveled spells. Yeah. Hold on,
Yeah,
where
there's
did my
nothing.
spells just go?
Looking at your thing, there's not really much you can really do unless you have like Quicken Spell, which you do. But
I do.
You'd have to use your sorcery points to cast it.
I don't mind that in the slightest. I'm weirded out because Foundry just like, okay, I don't see my spells on my Foundry thing. I'm not sure what I did. Okay, there we go. I just clicked action in the other one. Okay, so I'm gonna use where's my sorcery points at so I can go ahead and take these from myself. Features. Is that sorcery points or no?
Here.
I can't find my sorcery points to take them away from myself, so I could do it.
It's all good. We can here.
But I'm just gonna use since the sorcery points are I'm just gonna say I took them since I can't find them right now.
Yeah, you don't have to worry about
And
that.
I'm
Just tell me what spell that you're gonna
Agonizar
cast.
Scorcher.
All right, Agonizar Scorcher, you got it. Who are you trying to hit? I can cast it for you.
Everyone in this cube I'm hitting it right now.
All right, so you kind of have to move a little bit of ways, but you still have the amount of movement to do so. As you rush over, you begin to get ready, and you unleash an infernal flame that begins to build up from below, almost setting forth as you rip forth the hells and their fury towards these 3 individuals. Agonizar Scorcher, I got it. That's gonna hit all 3 of them. With that, they're gonna need to make some dexterity saving throws for 19 points of fire damage. 7, 19, and a 12. 2 of them will fail. 1 of them will barely succeed. But as they do so, you will begin to carve in or carve through them bits of hellfire and more. Their corpses fall down to the ground as they die. And with that, Dara, would be your action, your bonus action, and your movement. That would be your turn. But as each and every one of you look around and about, as these flames begin to build up, you see as something spectacular begins to happen. The rocks that were sort of almost levitating for a moment, they begin to start shooting upwards towards the sky. As they do, you look over, and as the walls around you begin to start shooting upwards as well, the debris is beginning to rise as the island is falling down. You look over, and you see as the battle begins to take place, bandits begin to jump onto or begin to hold on for dear life onto the likes of rubble as they begin to start soaring upwards towards your objective. And as this begins to happen, the battlefield begins to change and shift, as now, Zale Zanakis mentioned it before, having to fight amongst a rising island, and now it seems to be you all will have to do the same next time in Voden Fables.
Nice.
Oh boy, this battle is about to take a shift. This is gonna be fun.
Oh, it is, because I'm
excited.
up on melee attacks.
We're not gonna move past that Dragon Ball Z quick you just did.
I only have like 6 more turns of flight, please.
Oh man, this will be dope. This will be dope. Yeah, we went over a little bit, so I'm gonna hurry up and stream on all that stuff, and then let me know if you got any. Basically, prepare any questions if you got them for after the game, and then we'll go over it. All right, I'll be right back, y'all.
Alrighty.
Matt.
All right, let's go over to here. Let's swing on over. So, thank you everybody. We got to get going. Obviously, stream was a little bit longer than we anticipated. So, thank you everybody for everyone who was able to support the stream. Thank you for all the subs. Special shout out to Nova as well as Double Click. Appreciate you for jumping on in and helping out and supporting us. We're able to hit our goal of 102 subs, and we only are 5 followers away for the likes of hitting actually 2,300 followers. So I will ask each and every one of you, if you haven't done so, please go to the YouTube video, go to click on that link that I just dropped below, go to the YouTube video or stream that we're live, go hit the subscription button to get notified anytime we go live with any of these games. Also hit the like button over on the video as it helps us out in the algorithm. All right, y'all. No right today. We're gonna be ending stream now, so I will see you guys not tomorrow. Tomorrow I'm gonna be over live on Untold Odysseys with Dread as the DM. We have a session 0, and then we're gonna have my little background story with the likes of Moon and Ducky's character set up. So I will see you then, and after that, we're gonna be live or on Saturday for 7 Souls. So I'll see you guys in a bit.